I can't hear you. Hold on. I can't hear you. I was just able to hear you too.
All right, can you hear
Bro.
me now?
Yeah, you good.
All right, that's a bet. That's a bet. Yeah, welcome back to Matter of Fact, man. Austin just got back from his vacation. Well, I mean, he stayed in the area, but birthday weekend and whatnot, man. How you feeling?
Hey man, I can't complain. It was cool. It was a good time. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So yeah,
Yeah, you need a good distraction from them Cowboys, man. Making
yeah,
Caleb Williams not look like a bust.
yeah. They make everybody look good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hit. But that boy Russell Wilson, man. I mean, we'll get to it, but yeah, we're gonna go over the games, takeaways, key takeaways, waiver wire ads, just how we feel about the season at this moment, and I guess we could get to game one. We already did Dolphins. Who was it? Dolphins Bills.
Yeah,
So you got that joint ready.
yeah. Hold on, I'm about to put it up.
And then obviously we'll get to the big news of the day. My boy Jackson Dart starting. He's starting his gauntlet with the Chargers, man. While Austin pulls that up, I'm going to give you a good 5 reasons why I'm really excited about this. And it's kind of a funny matchup with the Chargers, specifically because it's the Chargers. For one, Joe Alt was selected number 5 over Malik Neighbors 2 years ago, 2 drafts ago. It was
Your
Caleb.
session has timed out. Goodbye.
It was Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. The Giants and the Vikings tried to trade up for Drake May. They weren't having it. Then it was Marvin Harrison Jr., Joe Alt, and a lot of Chargers fans were clamoring for Neighbors. Then we end up getting Neighbors. Another thing, Jackson Dart of Ole Miss, his wide receiver one, Trey Harris, got drafted in the 3rd round this year by the Chargers. Now they brought back Keenan Allen and Quentin Johnston. We got to talk about Quentin Johnston. Redeeming, he's not a meme no more. I mean, a couple deep balls a game to him. But, yeah, you're not seeing a lot of Trey Harris right now, but I liked it as a draft pick. But Jackson Dart's first college start, or not college, NFL start is going to be against his college wide receiver one who's on the Chargers. He's just buried in that depth chart. Back in the day, the Giants, we were interested in Justin Herbert, and then he went back to Oregon. And then way back in the day, we traded with the Chargers to get Eli Manning. Eli didn't want to go to the Chargers. They ended up getting Phillip Rivers. And then, obviously, the Chargers are undefeated. We have 0 wins. This guy to go extremely well or go extremely terrible. But either way, it's must-see TV. It's must-see TV. Chargers are looking like Super Bowl contenders, but the Giants do have the hardest schedule in the league. But enough about that. Rams, Eagles. Like I said, we're going to be talking about potential waiver wire pickups here. In this game, I'm not really, unless it's escaping me, I can't really think of any. But this game, this whole week, because you went back and watched the games, right? This whole week was wonky as hell, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's any given Sunday though. So, this was I never seen so many block kicks before in one Sunday in my life. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, the story of this game was that Eagles D-line, that interior. Yo, the Eagles fans were getting in my ass today because this one nigga went back to one of my Jalen Hurts tweets, and I keep hitting these niggas with I said this after. I said, my fault, G, and they're all like, all right, respect. But I had like 30 Eagles fans in my mentions today on my ass about Jalen Hurts. All right, Jalen Hurts, you got it, man. You're not running back, man, no more, at least for this week, but the hate watch continues. I'm always be hate watching, but man, the Rams had this game, the 2 block. I mean, it was both Jordan Davis on one, and then was it Jalen Carter on the other?
Yeah. But the last one was Jordan Davis, the touchdown.
They also had that crucial stop on 4th and 1, which I wasn't sure about that because of that front either. Like, at least not up the middle, maybe a play action. But yeah, man, I mean, they had this one, but it's just a difference in just the quality of this Eagles roster. Like the secondary for the Rams just were just getting beat up. And you could tell the Rams came into this game like, yeah, we're going to kick these niggas in the mouth. Like, and that's how it was. They didn't play a complete game. They had that first half. Sirianni made his adjustments. Eagles take it home. They feel like how the Chiefs have felt in recent years where they just figure out a way to win. Yeah. And sometimes that comes in special teams. And that's how this one ended. A.J. Brown, if you're an owner, that's what you like to see. Maybe this offense starts to get alive a little bit. Does Saquon Barkley look like he slowed down, or is it just like, you know, defenses are really game planning for him and effectively?
I mean, he ran the ball 400. He touched the ball 400 times last year. So, you know, he might be slowing down. Part of the reason why he was so good was because he had crazy ass runs. Like even against this team, he had like 3 runs of over like 45 to 50 yards, like 71 yarders. They were able to contain him. And for the most part, like you said, they had the game won. I mean, it was 26-7 to like the third quarter, and then you can't just stop scoring. Like all they had to do was score one more point, 2 more points, 3 more points, a field goal in the second half, and they come out victorious. But they weren't able to get it done. Football's a strange lady.
Yeah, I mean, this was an exciting game if you watched it. Like Solo, Kyron had a good game for you. Blake Corum's getting more involved, which is what Sean McVay was kind of alluding to earlier. Puka's still doing Puka things. Devontae Adams with a crucial catch. But I mean, it's really about this Eagles receiving group. They really showed up, made big plays. Jalen Hurts just extending plays, doing what he does. Rams gonna have to figure it out. They might. I don't know. See, the thing about corners is like it's almost like good tackles. Like you're not letting a good corner go. Like if a good corner, like look at Darius Slay. What is he doing over there in Pittsburgh?
Is he considered a good corner?
Come on, yo.
I'm serious.
I mean, like name value wise, like just in general, like you know what I mean. The Eagles just let him go.
Okay, because I was about to say you're getting dusted. Is what
but that's my point though.
Like,
and they let him go, and that's what I'm saying. The Rams, it's going to be hard for them to find. Like you're not just going to find a corner mid-season. So you know, hopefully they get to it because. I mean, it was so many opportunities to win this game, though, man.
Yeah,
so many opportunities.
Like it's kind of hard for me to like blame them. Like they played well for 3 quarters, they just didn't close. They just did not finish out the game, man. You know, again, their special teams. I don't know if Buddy still has a job or not. The long snapper or the center for the special teams. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but yeah, you know, you gotta. Hey, it's a team game, and special teams let them down. But like if I'm Matthew Stafford, I'm like, yo, I went toe to toe with Philly, and we almost got out of there safe. If I'm the defense, even the corners, it's like, yeah, you let AJ Brown do his thing, but like it wasn't like they were dominating the entire game. It's just kind of it got turned up, and at that point, you know, they weren't bracketing and. It just they weren't getting there. They weren't getting pressure on Jalen Hurts, so he was taking his time. And yeah, they was just outs and digs, one-on-one coverage to the outside. If you give him one-on-one coverage to the outside, he's going to throw the ball to AJ Brown, and that's what they were doing. So that's what they did.
Whoever that corner was definitely needed some help on AJ Brown. I mean, that's like Jalen Hurts' strength in terms of his ability on hitting. Like that part of the route tree, like those outs.
I mean, that's his comfort zone.
Yeah, that's what he does. So, hey, man, you live and you learn. Eagles 3-0, Rams still decent in division. They really wanted that one though. You saw Jalen Carter. I guess him and Jared Verse had a bet on the game. You didn't beat that.
No.
But yeah, you could go on to the next one. Why am I not logged in? Yo, does your computer just log you out of shit randomly?
Nah, but one of my TVs does that.
It's like, bro, stop logging me out of shit.
But this
What's
game,
next?
Commanders, Dan Quinn, another 40 burger without his quarterback. Shout out Marcus Mariota. Probably one of the better backups in the league right now, if not, the best. But came in, ran the offense. Jeremy Nichols broke off a nice little run to spark the ass whooping. And yeah, I mean, they kind of controlled the run game. Freaking the Raiders' offensive line is just so bad right now that there's just nothing that they can really do. So Geno is forced to throw it. And I mean, by the time he gets going, they already getting smacked up. And then he's getting sacked because the D line's so bad. I mean, the O line's so bad. So, this was just one of those basic games. This is Dan Quinn's favorite formula. Dan Quinn gonna always win a game like that, where his guys are able to pin their ears back and just rush the passer and not really have to worry about the running back. Dan Quinn always gonna do his thing. So
my bad. I just had to bring this up. Yeah, he lost the chain in the bet, so he bet on his 100 band chain. And yo, you're Jared Verse. You gotta be pissed, bro, because he smacked Jalen Hurts one of those times too. And I knew it had to be Verse, just the energy. I was like, yeah, Verse. Like, he's one of my favorite defenders that's not on the Giants. I just love his game. But Jalen Carter, he a dog too. But bring that back to the commies. Yeah, man, this O-line it's making Genty look mid. I mean, he's getting hit behind the line of scrimmage often. Crazy Trey Tucker game. Speaking of waivers, how much FAAB are you spending on a Trey Tucker? Were you letting your league mates have it? Or
I mean, it just all depends on how out of shape, what kind of shape is your team in? You know what I mean? Like if you 1-2 right now, you 0-3. You go all in. If you got some injuries at wide receiver, you might go all in. It's crazy. I actually looked into Trey Tucker 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't able to get him because I didn't have enough roster spots. But you know
what's funny? I remember our last show on, I think, Saturday, and we were talking about bets. You brought up Trey Tucker. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I said Trey Tucker. Yeah. I was talking about he'd be the one. I said he'd be the one to go off, and I told you sprinkle something on the anytime touchdown.
Yeah,
he bugged around and got the 3. So
the quietest little 3 touchdown game. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, but I mean, it was in a blowout. They got smacked. I mean, but still,
and it's not like he's on somebody's fantasy team. So nobody's bragging on his name, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You just I just smacked you because Trey Tucker had, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things where he's not a superstar. It goes unnoticed, but I mean, I definitely think it's showing, how valuable he is to this football team. I know the rookies were the ones that were the most talked about, Deontay Jordan and Jack Besh, but it might turn out to be that he's the actual other wide receiver outside of Myers. So, also Brock Bowers, but he plays tight end. I'm just talking about the wide receivers in general. It looks like he's the one that's commanding that outside spot.
I mean, right now with Brock Bowers, he doesn't seem himself. He seems to still be kind of hampered by that. I believe it was an MCL.
Yeah,
something like that.
He probably is. He's probably playing injured for his team. But nonetheless, he's injured, so he's not moving the same.
Yeah. Trey Tucker, I'm not really touching him because there's just too many cooks in this kitchen. This week it was Trey Tucker in a blowout. Could easily be Jacoby Meyer any week. He's the wide receiver 1. And then you do have the 2 rookies, which they spent a decent amount of draft capital on these guys. So wide receiver is one of those positions when it comes to fantasy. It's really hard to predict in terms of rising snap counts and just how they're utilizing the offense. We even saw last night with the Ravens game, everyone's probably betting Zay Flowers. Oh, nah. This is a Rashad Bateman type game. This is who's the other nigga? Is it Ty Wallace? It's a Mark Andrews. It's a Mark Andrews game. Finally, there's your Mark Andrews game. As soon as you're not expecting it. So Trey Tucker. I mean, if you have the flexibility with your roster and you want somebody to fill in during bye weeks, I think Trey Tucker is a decent add. I would look at your bye weeks, see if you have like two. Like a wide receiver 1, a wide receiver 2, and a flex option gone for that week. By apocalypse, there's some weeks where there's 6+ teams on bye and shit like that. So, maybe for that, but I can't picture myself. I'm a good drafter. I know what I'm doing. I put up 140 in 2 different leagues this week. I know what I'm doing. I don't need no Trey Tucker in my lineup. He's not coming in my lineup. There's not an opportunity for him on my team. But if you want to take that risk, you do your thing. That boy Bill, though, we got to talk about this Washington. You know me, I don't take any Commanders backfield, but I mean, this nigga Bill, he's kind of looking like an industry plant right now. Like it was Bill this, Bill that, little Bill. Like I don't know.
I mean, but again, like you said, an industry plant though, like. Washington ain't never say that shit. Washington was never like pushing Buddy to be the starter or whatever. Like Austin Eckler was getting snaps, and
but they traded away Brian Robinson though.
Right, and that's just because he was respectfully like, "Yo, if y'all gonna be using all these running backs, can I go?" And they were like, "All right."
Oh, so that was his request?
Yeah, they were like, "All right, we're on it. Like, we're on it." You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, yo. And again, this is a unique game because they had a game-breaking run by Jeremy Nichols, so that definitely like enhances the stats. But it's like if we're already smacking the team, we already down our quarterback. They probably were just like, yo, let's just rock with Christian Rodriguez and Jeremy Nichols and let's just get out of here. What do we need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do we got to, well, I mean, a running game is flowing, seems like. So, they're not tripping about it.
What would you do for this? Like put your GM cap on. If you're a Raiders GM, what are you really doing for this team? Because I don't really know what they're good at. What are they good at?
Well, if you're the Raiders, if I'm the Raiders GM, I'm not drafting a running back before I draft some offensive linemen. So, so if you the redraft would be looking like, y'all should have took Membo. Yeah, somebody, somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, look, bro, my team 0-3 or 1-2, so I ain't got time to be shitting on somebody else's team. But it's just like, yeah, I'm shaking my head at the decision. You know what I'm saying? If your O-line wasn't ready, or you don't have an offensive line coach that's prepared to cook up some type of running scheme, like I'm talking about what the only thing we got going on right now, it's like I'm confused why you did it. I mean, I know you're in love or you're enamored with the player and you're like, this running back, he's amazing, but you jump the gun if you don't have an offensive line that can give him some holes or at least willing to block for him until he can get to the line of scrimmage.
Which is why running backs, no matter how good they are, they usually fall a little bit in the draft. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, he went 12, I believe. Bijan Robinson, he went 8. I'm not going to lie, like I'm not seeing
both of those players. They went after their team had already swung big at offensive linemen.
The Falcons O-line, the Lions O-line.
Like Penei Sewell was drafted, and they were more hyped for Penei Sewell than they were hyped for Jahmyr Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I mean, even with what the Cowboys did, it's like, yeah, you could have got Amari Hampton, but you still would have had a hole at right guard. So let's draft the right guard and hope for the best with a regular running back. And that kind of works. And now if you got a player that's a good running back, young running back in the draft now, Jeremiah Love, something like that, ends up falling to you, well, at least you know the interior offensive line and the future of your offensive line is secured right now. So you go ahead, you can swing at it, and it'll actually add production to your football team.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, yeah. See, we took their O-line coach too. His name's Carmen. We call him CB. His name's Carmen Bedillo or whatever. So he was coaching up their O-line pretty well with like subpar talent, and they don't have that anymore. So I think they're missing that, and they're definitely missing some pieces across that O-line. And then defensively, butchered. You have Freakgate with Christian Wilkins, so you don't have that up in the middle to help stop the run. I mean, it just seems like another rebuild year for the Raiders, but hey, it is what it is. Commanders again, Marcus Mariota, he did it up. Packers, Browns, this one, upset of the week. Upset of the week. What was the spread? 8.5?
It was at one point it was at 8.5, but it basically stayed at 7.5.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, this was one of your picks for like love lock, right?
Yeah. I was hell bent on this one. I was like, look, if the Browns, it's just that situational spot, and it's just everything about it. It just sniffed. I didn't know if the Browns was going to win outright, but it just sniffed that 7.5 was too much. Like, and that's where when I'm betting and I'm doing stuff, I really try to I really care about the spot. Like, I'm not even upset that I lost the Philadelphia game, because it was like everything that I go by was telling me like, yo, this is really a Los Angeles spot right here. This is a Rams spot right here. And it was for the majority of the game, even to the end, because even if they would have missed the field goal, I still would have covered. You know what I'm saying? They would have lost, but I would have covered. But, and it's the same thing here. Basically number one defense, and they got pass rushers, Myles Garrett, situation where they're number one rushing defense too. So now Josh Jacobs isn't getting on. The pattern that we've seen around the league over the past 4 weeks or 3 weeks is that if the running game ain't going, the quarterback's not rocking. That is the pattern that I've seen, at least through the football that I watched. If the running back's not cooking, the quarterback's not balling. And if the running back is eating, you can still find a way to get a dub. Michael Penix was the 32nd ranked quarterback last week when Minnesota lost to Atlanta. But Bijan Robinson had 150-something yards. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, and then I think here's a situation where Josh Jacobs, he really wasn't able to get off like that. And now when you're not able to get off, I know you're running. I mean, I know you're throwing, and now I know you're throwing, and I got Garrett Wilson, and I just passed up Travis Hunter for a defensive tackle who I do kind of like him. Not going to lie. What was his name?
Mason Graham.
Mason Graham.
Bro.
Mason
Honestly, all their draft picks are balling for him. The linebacker Carson Schwesslinger or whatever. Quinshon Judkins is that.
It's just they missing the most important position.
I mean, they threw a lot at the position.
A whole lot of nothing. You know what I mean? Again, it's the Browns. So if they happy with it, I'm happy with it, bro. If they happy with the shit, I'm happy with it. But I'm just saying, they
got a Super Bowl champion quarterback, man.
All right. And then it looks like they got a nice little bell cow running back here with Quinshon, because obviously Green Bay is built a lot like Dan Quinn defenses are built. Dan Quinn defense is built on you not running the football. It's built on you needing to pass and me sending my pass rushers after you. And when the game is as close as this game is, they can just hand the ball off to the bell cow running back and they can hope for the best. And they seemed like they was getting a little bit of push. So, after a while, started leaning on him. He breaks for 38. He averages 5 yards a carry. And Joe Flacco didn't have to do much. He still threw the ball 36 times. But, come on, he averaging 3.9 yards a carry. This is why, Harold Fannin and David Njoku are eating. Nonetheless, it was enough for them to get the dub. And over here, I think the Packers are still fine, but people don't understand when your team's down 0-2 and y'all got a game at home, y'all are sending everything but the kitchen sink. Sometimes you might even send the kitchen sink. Like you're trying everything in your power to win. So it's like these spots, I really was not going to be surprised if there was going to be upsets in these spots. And we got close to a lot of them.
Yeah,
we still had some good amounts. Shit, no one thought that Atlanta was going to get smacked up. Same spot, right?
That was crazy. That was crazy. And that was my favorite pick of the week. And I have to remember every year not to bet on the fucking Falcons, man. The fuck am I betting on the Falcons for, bro? Why didn't you talk me out of that?
I'll let you rap. You were so confident about that I didn't even say a word. And in my head, I'm like, bro, they just like went like toe to toe last year. And it's the same thing that the team is playing. Falcons are playing the Panthers and Carolina. But I was like, bro, he set on this. And I showed you that the majority of the public was on that bet too. But I was like, yo, he got it. Like he got it. He knows something I don't know. And again, I
probably jinxed the Rams pick because I had that pick too. But that shit is crazy. If they just like, bro, imagine if you had like a band on the Rams to cover, and that's the final play in the game. You probably don't bet again in life.
Or you're a professional bettor and you just know that like
the process was right.
The
process was right.
Right. It's like this is how I saw it, and it just didn't work out. Didn't work out that way.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Shout out to the Browns rookies though. The kickers are rookie too.
No, and the thing about the Browns is the players that they got, they actually not that bad because they got like the top players at their positions. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when they got them, when it's like, bro, you still need a quarterback. Like if they had already had a quarterback, I don't think it'd be that bad. But it's like Schlesinger was literally the best linebacker, like inside linebacker in the draft, and they got him early in the second. So it's like
they got him at the top of the second.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he's proven to be that. Quinshon Jenkins was basically up there with Amarion Hampton and Ashton Jenkins.
I think he was the third running back off the board too. So he was right. He went right after Hampton. Harold Fanning.
He was the last bell cow. He was considered the last bell cow available in the draft. You know what I mean? And that's probably why the Chargers went. They had to eat it first and take Amarion because they knew they weren't going to be able to get a bell cow back if they didn't get them with the second pick. With their first pick. So
you know, you're talking about the singer for a second.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then we can go to this. I watched this game, bro. Like, I feel bad for Cam Ward because I feel like
his coach gotta go. It's one of them situations I felt with Caleb where it's like this coach wasn't good last year. Will Levis, he took the brunt of the. Will Levis isn't good either. But if you were watching these Titans games, like I didn't watch them all intently. But when it comes to his like decision making,
I watched this game.
No, I'm talking about last year. How he was coaching last year, even with Will Levis at quarterback, and then I think they went. Who'd they go with at the end? Was it? No, it wasn't Mariota. It was some constant backup. But Brian Callahan, he got to go. Cam Ward, I like what they're doing over there. The defense is underrated, but it's like what I say with my Giants. Like that shit don't matter if you don't have nothing going for you on offense.
And that's the real reason why it got to go because the biggest problem is all right. It's not all the coach's fault because Cam Ward, the first play of the game, he did throw a pick six. Like he did just throw a pick six. Like he just let it duck out there. And that's just you not trying to start the game off with 7 points. Like you just started off. The coach started off the game with 7 points. All break. We're not good enough to be giving up 3 points.
Fuck right? That. It's still his fault. He was hired as the offensive. He's an offensive guy. He's a former quarterback.
But nonetheless, if the worst part of the team is the thing that you coach, then yeah, it is on you. And the defense ain't the problem. The defense ain't the problem. They were essentially down 7 points the entire game with, outside take away the 6, but like the defense was fighting. They just can't get nothing from the offense. And I don't know if it's because you can't scheme somebody up or what. Some of his teammates ain't helping him out. They dropping passes and all kinds of shit. So that's why I already know what he's getting for Christmas this year in the draft. But right now, man, if I had to give it to a player, Jonathan Taylor is the MVP of this year.
Yeah, what did I say? What did I keep saying about Jonathan Taylor
preseason? You didn't say he was going to be the MVP.
I didn't say he was going to be no MVP. For one, a running back not winning no damn MVP.
But I'm saying right now, nobody in offense is playing better than Jonathan.
Yeah,
Taylor.
but not only that about Jonathan Taylor, the story is the Daniel Jones thing, and we're like the league punching bag. So it's like another guy leaves. Xavier McKinney, Packers, leads the league in picks. Saquon leads the league, you know what I mean? So there's that. But look, I wasn't saying he was going to be MVP, but I said that he was undervalued ADP wise because his rushing yards per game is top 5 all time, and he might go up to top 3. Before this year, he was number 5 above Walter Payton. I kept saying that, and I got him in the league that me and you were in. Somebody was trying to get him off me. I called them, farted on the phone, and hung up.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Yeah, so Daniel Jones, though. I mean, another guy I'm right about. Just based off, it's a good situation for a quarterback, especially with how they're building this team. The roster definitely seems like it's their division. It's all them. I mean, damn. So they're 0-3 and the Texans are 0-3. Yeah, I mean, how do you fuck this up? And then with Jacksonville,
they got to play Jacksonville. They got to play football. Again, it's a brand of football that if it's working right now, so it's cool. But Daniel Jones, I don't think anybody can deny it. He can definitely play. He can definitely play ahead when it's like, all right, bet I started off with 7 points. I started off with 7, and then my running backs are beast. Didn't y'all make it to the playoffs? Dayball's first year. What was that? 10-6, 10-7.
Yep, we made it to the playoffs, wild card, beat the Vikings.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and again, it's like for this one, kind of, bro, just don't mess it up. I ain't gonna cap. The best play he had was a running play.
He had some pretty good deep balls. Like he was doing it with his arm too. Like some pretty impressive throws across the middle, hitting receivers in stride. Something we weren't seeing.
He also had some bad ones too. But again, that's not even neither here nor there, because nonetheless, it's clear that this is working for him, regardless of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like all jokes aside, all that.
Wait, Austin. We do have to remember he did go to quarterback camp. Right. It was a short time at quarterback camp,
but it was quarterback camp nonetheless.
Yeah, he went to the Minnesota Vikings quarterback camp, got out of there. Baker went to the Rams.
No, but he's still big.
But still, that's Sean McVay's tree.
It seems to be a certain type of quarterback, not even like seriously, that are young enough to still process the game and learn it without having to start, and they're actually taking advantage of what they. You know what I mean? What they're learning or that time on the bench, that their experience on the bench, and then they're going and they're getting another opportunity. And whether it's just they're not pressing like how they were before, or they're more so in their body and they just are in a better situation, they're able to. I mean, they're able to carve out a role for themselves. I mean, bro, Sam Darnold, like what we got. We'll probably get on them soon, but.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's working. It's working.
That's the lane and the league now. And again, I just hope that even name a quarterback right now that's not doing well or not doing too well. Like I just hope
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. I think CJ Stroud will get it figured out.
No, that's too young. Too young.
Let's say Anthony Richardson, because he got benched. So like I hope Anthony Richardson is able to go to QB camp and come to. I mean, Justin Fields. I feel like he never really did a QB camp. He's just always.
He didn't do a QB camp. He keep going. He keep getting accepted to the wrong. He keeps going to the wrong QB camps. He's going to like bro. You gotta look at the Yelp reviews for this QB camp. You're going to the wrong one. It's in Minnesota. It's in LA.
or in San Fran, because we'll get
San Fran. Matt Jones. Well, the Matt Jones situation's interesting, but damn, bro, I had something on that game that I wanted to call out. Oh, Daniel Jones. The thing about Daniel Jones as well is that last year the Giants, for one, we had Daniel Jones for 6 years, bro. 6 years, bro. That's like 2 years BC, which I call before COVID. We had him 2 years BC, 2 years before COVID, and he's had so many different coaches and coordinators and shit like that. The New York media, you see how he's kind of lifeless on the mic, no personality. I don't think it was a good fit for him. I feel like Indianapolis, perfect fit, and he was recovering from a neck injury last year as well. He was recovering from that neck injury. So he was able to sit on the sideline, then go to QB camp, learn whatever, and then got into a place that really believes in him, has a good roster around him, especially on offense.
What's the difference if because I think this has a lot to do with it too. And I've defended Jalen Hurts. Like I'm the one that's like, no, like Jalen Hurts technically is better than Justin Herbert. But like Shane Steichen, he wins more. He wins the important games. I mean, he won a Super Bowl.
Bro, Justin Herbert had Brandon Staley.
But
if Justin Herbert was,
all right, let me just get this. All right, no, I get you. But so what I'm trying to say is the Jalen Hurts formula came from Shane Steichen. We're gonna give you, before he had AJ Brown and Devontae Smith or whatever, Shane Steichen was out there in Philly. And he's the one who kind of got Jalen Hurts right. And I feel like, all right, I seen that formula, what they're doing in Philly. We got us an all-pro running back too, decent offensive line. And I can tell you, all right, look, these are the reads. And if it ain't there, run. You know what I'm saying? Go with it. Or you know what I'm saying? Don't throw the ball away. Don't mess it up. Let's let our defense take care of it. Get the ball back. Let's let our running back kill shit. And like, let's play team football. I'm not even joking. Like I fuck with what they doing because they 3-0. And it's like, that's team football. Team football. Everybody balling. And that's how you get to 41 points. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking that away from no player on the team because everybody won that game. And so I just think that Shane Steichen right now, at least with the schedule that they have, are using that same Philly formula. And it's really working out well for all parties involved.
I mean, I don't even want to really say their schedule because the Broncos have a pretty good defense. The Broncos,
right? So it feels so. Actually, the formula is working no matter who you.
And now they have the Rams, and that's going to be an interesting fucking game because the Rams are coming off that crazy loss. They're pissed off, and they don't want to go 2-2 in that division. That division's up for grabs, like it was last year, like it's been for a couple years. That division's up for grabs. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Colts do against this, right? Because this Rams defense, this Rams front. See how they do against Jonathan Taylor, because, I mean, what? Was Saquon averaging less than 3 yards a carry this past weekend? So we'll see. That's going to be, the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. So we'll see how that goes.
Let's see what happens if Jonathan Taylor is somehow contending.
Neutralized.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, right now, shoot, I mean, you got him in fantasy. I don't know who's playing offense better than him right now.
Nah, I mean, that nigga's a dog. He's definitely going to be a first-round pick next year, especially, if Derrick Henry, takes a step down, which I don't think he's really taking a step down. It still looks like the same Derrick Henry to me. It's just, these fourth quarter fumbles, they got to go. We'll get into that, though. Jags, Texans. I knew this was going to be an ugly-ass game. In terms of, by the way, Titans, waiver wire ads, Chinga Kwanko, definitely an option there. Cam Ward's safety valve. But when it comes to this game, gotta have it, man. You gotta find a way to win this one.
Nobody won this game. Nobody won this game. Nobody won this game, bro. They both lost. The time just ran out. Nah.
I mean, but bro, when it's a division game like this, you allowed to win games like this and still feel good. Yeah, we still got that one. You know what I'm saying?
No. You just breathe a breath of fresh air, deep breath of fresh air. Like, all right, we got out of that shit, but goddamn, we got a lot of problems.
We got to tighten up. They're not playing your boy. They're playing your boy Travis Hunter a lot on defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. I mean, okay, it's fine. Y'all drafted him, but bro, when we were only scoring 17 points and we scored that 17 points by the skin of our tongue, like maybe we should find a way to like use weapons for offense. And I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say about this Texans team. I mean, Nico Collins still gets there for you. 11 targets, 8 receptions, 104 yards, 50-yard bomb, wide open touchdown. Outside of that, probably don't really hope that you don't have to play somebody from this team. If Will Marks isn't picked up in your league, I think he's a decent option because over a matter of time, he's going to just start running the ball more than Nick Chubb.
Last week, if it wasn't for that garbage time touchdown that Nick Chubb got, it wouldn't be as much of an attractive option to people, to be honest. Woody Marks, be able to scoop him. Running backs every year, it's very thin when it comes to fantasy. You're pretty much playing whack-a-mole, hoping to get a handcuff running back that gets the starting job due to a season-ending injury, similar to what the Arizona Cardinals are going through right now. So Woody Marks, he's a good option. He's also seems very effective in the passing game from what I've seen. But, yeah, man, Stroud, I don't know. They said ever since he tried to give Caleb Williams that pep talk after that game, it's been downhill. You remember that pep talk? Like he was a 10-year vet with 2 rings. Like, you're going to be good in this league.
It's bro. He don't have time to throw, and it's going to. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Like this is the reason why some of the fans and also coaching staffs are like they don't want rookies to start because when the offensive line's so bad, it messes them up. And now it's like, all right, it's to the point now where I got to go back and see if CJ's even escaping the pocket when the pocket's clean. Or if it's just really always this bad. Like, is it always for real, just straight up like off a hike, I gotta run for my life and I gotta roll out to the right? Or you just feel that way because you don't trust your left tackle anymore.
Well, that's my whole thing. Like, I don't understand. Your O-line was already pretty weak last year. You get rid of Laramie Tunsil. I just like, you know what I mean? At least with the Chiefs.
They might have to get that cancer out of the locker room. But then now you put too much faith into coaching. You know what I mean? Okay, if you can make the decisions you want to make, but nonetheless, bro, you got to know that, like, all right, coach. If it's about coaching, we're gonna get the players that the coach like, and the coach gonna coach them up. You got to believe that the coach is gonna do that. And I don't know.
Bro, just asked start one. You said what?
Jordan Mason, 2 tutties.
Start one, Javonte Williams, Amarian Hampton, or Jordan Mason, non-PPR. Look, Broly, I would probably go. Where are the matchups? I mean, that's what really matters to me. Because let's see. I know the Chargers have my Giants, so that I'd probably go Hampton, bro. I'd probably go Hampton. Hey, I'm glad we just got a question now. I'm gonna give you a bailout because Juwan Jennings ended up not playing. But remember, asked us it was between Ricky Pearsall and Hollywood, and I said, you gotta go with Ricky.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. And I mean, Ricky played well, and even Mac Jones, like, bro.
I was kind of irked because I was like, I can't really brag as hard because your logic was based around Juwan Jennings playing.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, and I mean, I was he didn't have Tyquan Thornton, and I thought Marquise Brown, I guess, was going to be in that role, but it turned out to be Tyquan Thornton that day.
Here's the other thing too. So this Vikings game is international. It's in Ireland. It's in Dublin. So I don't. What do you feel about those international games when it comes to fantasy?
I feel like running backs travel anywhere.
Yeah, yep. The running game works international, but I would go between those two. So you're not going rocking with your boy Javonte. Who y'all got this week?
Nah, it don't matter. It don't matter who we got. Like, like we got Green Bay, but like nonetheless, it don't matter.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So we not scoring no points. I'm looking out for you, Jordan Mason. He gonna score some points. He had 2 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, but that was the nuttiest game of the week. So I don't know what to take away from that going against that Bengals defense.
Is a good back. Like you watch.
Yeah, no, he's a good back, but still, like, yeah, Aaron Jones, he's out for right now, but Najee Harris is out for the year. And you have Hampton, you're going up against the Giants. Our strength is the pass rush. Our run defense is so. I mean, Hampton, but it's non-PPR. That's my issue.
That's why I'm saying Jordan Mason, because it's like I think Hampton could. Like I saw Hampton. He did his thing. At one point, he got like 5 points on one drive, and I was like, all right, bet we're doing all right. But that was PPR.
Yeah, it was PPR.
Yeah. It don't matter. Yeah. You can get a goal because he's getting the goal line carries and he getting all third down work. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, like all first and second down work. So it's like he's running the ball. And obviously with Carson Wentz starting right now, they're not trying to throw the ball soon. Like right now, they're throwing the ball 40 sometimes over there with Justin.
And that's the most interesting part of the Chargers right now is, I drafted Hampton. I said, I need a piece of Hampton. No kidding. I need a piece of him. And it was because I'm thinking, this is Harbaugh. It's going to be run first. Shit has not been run first. I thought it was a fluke. Week 1 against the Chiefs, going against that top end run defense. Nope. They're bombing it to QJ once a quarter.
Putting the ball in their best player's hands.
And fuck it. Hey, Justin Herbert, we going to get you that MVP now that Joe Burrow's gone. Remember what you were saying before the year? You know what I'm saying?
You next up. Yeah, for sure.
Especially since they manufactured that fan for the Chargers, that Asian lady. So they want good things over there for him. But yeah, I would go Jordan Mason, Broly. Go Jordan Mason, traveling. And I feel like, what do you feel about the conspiracy theory with the fact that J.J. McCarthy? No,
I mean, like, yeah, because literally the same thing happened. The same thing happened with my lineman. He got rolled up on, and he didn't, and he finished the game. And then come to find out, yesterday he's in a boot, and he's not. He might even be on IR.
Yeah, that adrenaline's crazy.
So it's like that's why like some of the conspiracy theories and shit, I just block it out because all right, we using that for everybody because I know for a fact Tyler Booker is tough as fuck. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like come on, it sounds crazy if you said that about him, but you know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound crazy when you say it about little JJ McCarthy, and also when he plays bad, we all know. We all know. If Tyler Booker was playing bad, who would really know outside of like me and all the Cowboy fans that like are paying close attention to the team? Nobody would know. He's a lineman. You know what I'm saying? Like Mozzie Smith, no one knows when he was in the game, So it's one of those things where like for me, bro, he was a football player. It could have got rolled up on. And, again, they won that game. JJ McCarthy.
We'll get. Yeah. I was just about to say we'll get to that one.
Yeah.
You said,
but
thank you guys. I got one more for y'all. He got another question. Sit Jamar Chase, start Keenan Allen, or am I tripping?
You're not really tripping, but Jamar Chase can get it going. So it for that one, that's a Monday night game. Jamar's a Monday night game. What I would do is see what kind of points you need. If you need a Hail Mary from Jamar Chase, I'd stay with Jamar Chase because he's liable to get you 40 points. But if you just
but we play the Chargers play early Sunday though.
They play Monday. I mean, they play 1 o'clock or play 4.
They play 1.
Damn.
Yeah.
If I were, if you have someone else that you can put in your lineup,
there are some international games though, so maybe he has.
That's what I'm saying. Like if there's a way for you to like set your lineup up where you can have Keenan Allen in and you can like start Chase somewhere else along with like another player like Jaden Waddle. I'm dealing with the same similar situation, but my 2 players are Jaden Waddle and Chase Brown. So what I did was right now I have Chase Brown in my flex, but I'm watching super duper closely to the way that the games play out that on that Sunday, because if I really only need like 8 points, I'm probably just going to play Jaden Waddle. But if I need like possible double-digit points, I'm playing Chase Brown, and I hope that he can give me a running back game. You know what I mean? That we expected from him when I drafted him in the 2nd round. But yeah, that's how I'm playing that situation.
With the Bengals though, they are playing the Broncos, so you're going to have PS2 on them. I'd probably just go Keenan Allen, bro. Like you're going against the Giants, you're going against a rookie quarterback. Jackson already might make some mistakes.
PS2 on him. Michael Pittman has just had PS2 on him.
Hey man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
were you trying to say he overrated?
No, hell no. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm trying to say that wide receivers, if you good, you might still be able to make something shake.
Well, with Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert, Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce, Daniel Jones, this new quarterback camp, Daniel Jones. So Jake Browning. Now, do you think the Bengals? What do you think they're going to do about the position? Because this Jake Browning guy, he's not it, and you just mail in the season.
I mean, Zach Taylor doesn't know how to coach. He just had Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, so it was kind of the coaching took care of itself. Like it's over, bro. He's not about the manufacturing. It's over. But that's what I'm saying. So Jamar could just be like, all right, bro, look, here's the deal. Downset Hut and give me the ball. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not dealing with this. I gotta hold this shit down until Joey get back. Don't play with me. Give me the ball. And he could put up a 40 ball. He's done it before.
Yeah.
And if we get closer to the red zone, you can throw it to T. Higgins.
I don't know that Broncos matchup. I'll probably go Keenan Allen, bro. And just
I'm not scared of the like, bro.
Bro, it's Jake Browning, bro.
But it's not even.
And the O line is trash. Like, bro, this is a terrible matchup. You telling me matchups don't matter for fantasy?
No, matchups matter. But Bo Nix is not playing well.
He's not playing well, but he's not Jake Browning.
Well, anyways,
what does Bo Nix have to do with starting Jamar Chase?
I'm just saying they're gonna get the ball back a lot. They're gonna have a lot of chances on offense. But
now with that Bengals defense, what's that Bengals defense gonna do?
All right. But yeah, let's get to this game. Panthers Falcons.
Keenan Allen. All right. This game. Yo, the funniest football related tweets. The funniest football related tweets I was seeing had to do with this game, bro. Yo, Atlanta niggas are too funny, bro. They were frying this boy Penix up. I said, and here's the thing. So even though this was my lock of the week, which sounds crazy looking at this score, I did say I don't like the offensive coordinator over there in Atlanta. That's what scared me off a little bit. But I just figured, and then I look back at the matchups that they had the previous year, and I did start kind of sweating it a little bit. But like, how do you even predict this? What is this?
I mean, it got
shut out by the Panthers.
Like, yeah, but bro, it's just, I mean, football. It got out of hand quick, bro. It got out of hand quick, bro. You gotta understand, these are not good teams. Like, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, And I know because I watch a bad team, and it's like when you miss a field goal and they score a touchdown, it's a complete shift, bro.
It's like a pendulum. It's like a pendulum.
Yeah, it's a complete shift, and then you come down and you miss another field goal.
Yo, you know what's crazy? And we have him now. They just got rid of Young Ho Koo, right? He's on our practice squad now because my dumbass coaching staff keeps, I don't know, Graham Gano, if he has like some, I don't know what he got on the franchise, but this Parker Romo kid or whatever, John Parker Romo, he just won the job and he went perfect last game. And then, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Kicking is crazy, but David Sills.
Yeah, West Virginia legend.
Hey, W. But, yeah, you can't with these kickers, man. It's tough. Not everybody can have a Brandon Aubrey or a Dicker the kicker, or you know what I mean. So the Falcons just tend to have these kicking issues, and it just, like you said, got out of hand quick. Special teams. That's why we call it football.
Like, bro, two interceptions. Like at some point now, the damn running back's out the game. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he has to win. He not trying to shit, but like he has to win a team game the same way Daniel Jones do, which means that like that smack that you was talking about could have happened. That it could have been a smack, but he needed the defense to do the defense thing, and he would have needed to give the ball up to Bijan a whole bunch of times, and then he just do something off of play action or whatever. You know what I mean? But like, really, everybody else taking care of it, and he's just driving the bus. It got away so fast that he had to throw, and then once it got to that point, you know what I mean? Like even this is the Panthers, bro, and he had to throw, and it got to the point where it was just he couldn't do nothing.
They had to put in Kirk Cousins, and I mean, this is also why I want Jackson Dart to start right now, because it's kind of looking like Michael Penix could have. If you just started him earlier, more reps might have been helpful for Buddy. But once again, I said it earlier before this game. I don't like the offensive what he's doing over there.
See, I don't think he's playing well though. Like I think he's still
I mean he's not playing well, but
which is fine.
The scheme isn't really helping him out.
Yeah, this is essentially his sixth game. This is like his sixth game, and he played good in the playoff game when they played Washington. So it's like not in the that game to go to the playoffs or whatever. Like they needed to win it in order to like it was before the playoffs, but it was basically a playoff game. Yeah, like he has had decent games before, but it's just kind of like he's not playing at home. He's playing. he's playing in Carolina. It's a rival game, and again, just like I was saying about possibly what could happen with all those other teams that were 0-2 with a home game. The Bears put on their best show. Everybody was trapping. Everybody was balling. Nobody's trying to get to 0-3 because if you're 0-3, it's over, bro. You don't have a shot. You need to win like 2 straight just to get back into it. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like they were getting anything but the kitchen sink, and I just felt like this was a bad spot for this young of a Falcons team that just came off of a Sunday night, your shit don't stink and we think you tough game. You know what I mean? Like
it's just the way I saw the Falcons defense balling, I was like, they can really carry that momentum.
And that's a big thing. Like because you saw it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not gonna believe your eyes. You know what I mean? I didn't like the fun. What I didn't take into consideration is the division. Everything that you're saying, division game, 0-2, and they have tough battles. Some teams do have your number and be in the division. And it don't matter how much better you are than this team. They just kind of have your number one way or another. Bro, so, I mean, think about the game. Not even trying to talk shit, but like, bro, everybody on your team last Sunday. They was balling their ass out. Cordell Fly, I ain't never seen him play football like how he was playing that day.
It's funny against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cordell Fly. You know what's funny? That game had all the Giants fans thinking, "Hey man, maybe Cordell Fly was a hit out in the draft." Like, you're like, damn, man, maybe Shane was cooking because in that draft, like that's a terrible draft class for us in general. But it was his first draft. That's the Thibodeau, Evan Neal.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like they had players that was picking the ball off, that picking shit off too. Over here, they clamped up Drake London. Like, you know what I mean? Like these cats got this is their shit, bro. I didn't came too far, didn't train too much for me to be 3 weeks into the season and us talking about our season over. And the fans talking about Tank sliding and shit. Sending gifts as tanks in the snow sliding.
Hey, shout out to JC Horn.
No, I didn't know that. That's bad.
It was
Are you aware they never reached the 30-yard line?
No, I didn't know that. That's bad.
He asked, "Are you aware the Falcons never reached the 30-yard line?" Oh no, that's bad. Bro, I love JC Horn. I wish man, get on the phone with your boy. Again, we need another trade, Panthers. You know what I mean? It's sweeten the deal. We'll throw in we'll give y'all Pulse and the Debo.
I do that shit.
Oh shit! This game. Hold on. I'm go ahead. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
It ain't nothing to say here really. Smack City. I mean, what happened to the Bengals? We'll never see that again either. They fumbled the ball 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row they fumbled the ball, literally, and they got scooped and scored for a touchdown. Let's see what we got here. So we got a pick 6 right here. We got a punt. We got a fumble and a touchdown. We got a fumble and a touchdown. And then we got a touchdown, we got an interception and a touchdown, bro. Like they was just coughing the ball up. Ain't nothing you can really do about that shit. Sometimes it's just not your day. And it's gonna be an easy day for everybody else when it goes like that. You know, we had 2 interceptions, and then Samaje fumbling the ball, Jamar Chase fumbling the ball. You know, so after a while, and then Noah Fant get a catch and he fumbled the ball. So it gets to the point where there's nothing you can do. And Minnesota,
Brian Flores had that boy in hell, man.
But he was it was his player. They was just popping the ball out. I mean, it was like Isaiah Rodgers literally popped. He made them fumble like 2 times and had like a pick. Like he was balling.
Bro, he forced the fumble, returned it for a touchdown, and before that he had a pick 6. PFF gave out their like first ever 99.9 game. I mean,
because it's like, well, we didn't give it to him. Who the fuck we giving it to?
They should have gave him 100. But yeah. I mean, shout out to him. Like crazy game. His mutt cards definitely want to go crazy. Yeah, that's like a Madden ass game. That's like, you know, you got your user and you just going crazy. You just fucking this dude up, just tricking him, forcing fumbles. Like
it can get dark quick. It can get dark real quick. And again, bro, like neither one of these teams can afford to be having that shit happen. Like it would have got bad for the Vikings too had the Bengals for whatever reason was.
They needed this game. They needed this game a lot more than the Bengals as well. I mean, that division is tough over there in the NFC North, and then this with the Bengals. They're already up 2-0. Imagine they go 3. Like, how you can't lose this game right here.
Yeah, so I mean, but it was over with. It was over with. When your best player fumbles the ball, okay, we're good. We're good here. We're good.
No, they won me. They won me my week in our league. 32 points.
I was going to say they put up 30 points. Like
32 points.
32 points. You know what I mean? So, Jake, hey, bro, it's all good, bro. Just let's see what you got next week.
It's not all good because you remember his quote? That's why you shouldn't have fucking cut me. It was against them.
Yeah, but when Noah Fant, but bro, when Noah Fant, if Noah Fant is popping the ball out and Jamar is popping, bro, nobody, it don't matter. You got Peyton on the other side. It's gonna be disastrous. It don't matter. Like that will never happen again. Like they'll never they'll never turn over the ball like that for the rest of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase's time together. Like that is just one of those things. And then Buddy himself had 2 tutties. Jordan Mason had 2 tutties in the DB. and Carson Wentz. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like everybody eating over here. So this it did go perfectly for
Yo, Chase Brown, 10 carries for 3 yards is nuts. I could do that.
Like, right. Or it would only be
maybe not behind this Bengals O-line.
It would only be 3 yards less. It'd be 3, you know what I mean? Like, you might not get no yards, but like, you know what I'm saying? He only got 3, and he's the professional.
So you're a Chase Brown owner, right? So we can talk about this aspect of fantasy. Just about Bengals in general with no Joe Burrow. I mean, Jamar Chase, you just rocking with him. Do you try to get off the Chase Brown pack if you can? This O-line's terrible. The offense, you're dealing with Zach Taylor as your head coach.
Right now, you just gotta hope that like they figure out something.
And here's the thing: their schedule is pretty tough. Like, it's not an easy schedule. It's not like there's brighter days ahead. Like I said, they have the Broncos up next.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And the Broncos have multiple losses already on the season where it's like, yo, y'all should have had this game, or y'all could have had this game. Nigga, they're not playing with y'all Monday night. And then after the Broncos, they have the Lions, bro. Like, so, hey, man, good luck to y'all Chase Brown owners.
You just hoping for some garbage time work. Like, you just hoping for garbage time work. If it gets ugly quick, you know. I mean, you gotta just burn this tape when it gets that when it just gets that bad. There's nothing to learn from, bro. When it didn't matter who. Like, it's one thing for him. Yeah, he got the 2 interceptions, but it's like, all right, well, I finally completed the pass, and then I complete the pass, and this motherfucker coughs the ball up, and then I get the ball to our best player, and he coughing the ball up. I mean, like, okay, so it don't matter what we do today, it ain't going. It's just not. And hopefully, our coach is good enough to get us back calibrated to a point where it can at least look decent. You know, but again, I've been telling motherfuckers for years, like Zach Taylor he's been getting all. He's worse than Kellen Moore. It's just that he has Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, so they just save him because they like, all right, bro, we got to bail out.
Can Kellen Moore get a year to be a head coach?
Nah, bro, we gotta bail out. We gotta bail out our stupid ass head coach. Like, I mean, there's been Cowboy teams that have been like, damn, all right, we got to win despite of our dumb ass head coach, bro. Like, let's just fucking try to figure this shit out. Like, and that's what the Bengals was on, or that's what they about to be on right now. And we'll see. But I'm going to throw this tape away, and I'm going to go back to reevaluating them this Monday to see what it looks like, and then I'll decide. But like, it's no point for me to get off the Chase Brown pack because it's not like I'm getting value from it. Even somebody who's a running back needy team, they're not finna give me nothing for somebody who hasn't produced really since even week 1. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got to just thug this out. Lucky enough that I drafted well enough and I loaded up at running back because I knew there was a strong possibility that either one would get hurt or just not be good. So I got as many as I could, and, you know, I'm in a good position there, but, you know, it's fantasy football, bro. You got to prepare for everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. Because, you know, I wanted some Chase Brown shares, so I mean, I feel like I lucked out with that because I was trying to draft him. Like, you know, I mean, I was high on Chase Brown going into the year, but hey, last thing on that too. They went Shamar Stewart in the first, right? Maybe they should have went O-line this week. There's a decent amount of options there in the middle of the draft.
They've thrown a lot. They've thrown a lot at their offensive line. It's just not working out. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure they went O-line. They might have went O-line last year and in the year before when they got Mims. So it's not like they don't, you know, take shots at it.
And they're the ones who got Orlando Brown from the Chiefs, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. So it's just one of those things where it's like, You know, if it hits, we're not thinking about it. But we used our resources to get offensive linemen, and they just haven't hit, or they're not hitting the way that we want them to, or we need them to. So, you know, I can't blame them. They take their shots at it. It's just, yeah, it just hasn't worked itself out. And sometimes that happens.
Yeah, but speaking of turnovers, that last score is how the game's supposed to look when your team gives up 4 to 5 fumbles. I mean, the fact that this was even a one-score game, if you're a Steelers fan, like, I mean, okay, y'all won, but do you feel that good about it?
I mean,
really?
No, I mean, it's not even we Mike Tomlin, we used to win it like this. All right, so that's like the one thing that they got to shoot bail on. Like, this ain't their first rodeo where they looking ugly as hell the whole entire day, but they happy as hell because they won. You know what I'm saying? They enjoying their Sunday while the rest of us stressed out. So, like, yeah, but at the same time, you know, it'll probably, the shoe's gonna probably, it's gonna fall. You know, it's gonna fall. But
when does the shoe fall for the Steelers? You always got a positive record, always wild card team.
Yeah, but I'm
saying
maybe if they play a better team, they get their ass whooped, because I don't think this team is good. Even though I thought that they were going to win this game, I did not think it would be because these guys fumbled 5 times. You know, and it was like the Patriots actually deserved to win. And I feel bad for Drake May, because this seems like he got it.
No, I mean, listen, you know how I feel about Drake May. You know how I feel about him. But, I mean, bro, that red zone pick, can't do it. Like, that shit was crazy. He kind of feels – who does he feel like? Remember, like, early Jordan Love?
Nah.
Where it was just like one game he's super on, another game he's just like the worst mistakes at the worst possible time. You got a guy there, and it's a young team, new head coach, new everything. They had the most money to spend in the offseason, threw it at a bunch of guys. Stephon Diggs, here's a bag. Call it the terrible team tax. You know what I mean? Here's a bag. Milton Williams, here's a bag. You know what I mean? So they gave out a lot of bags. So, you know, was a terrible roster last year. So you're just hoping to see some improvements from Drake May. But, I mean, if you're watching him, he definitely got that it factor. But he could use it. It'll come together. His game, it'll come together.
Look, even certain shit that happened, when this shit happens, yeah, we packing it. We packing it up, bro. We fumbled every time we fumbled the ball. We lost the motherfucker, and we fumbling the ball at the goal line. If we are into the goal line 6 seconds before, or 2 milliseconds before, 6 inches before, it's a touchdown. It don't matter. But we got the ball popped out right at the goddamn end zone. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. It was just
is Travion Henderson that bad at pass protection? Like, what's good?
Mike Vrabel just don't fuck with rookie running backs like that. He's just one of, and then I'm pretty sure it's Josh McDaniels as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and they're used to Josh McDaniels. He's used to having like a committee back. So, but like it's just kind of funny. You 3 fumbles from your running backs. None of them is the rookie. Maybe give the rookie some burn.
He fumbled in the game before or some shit. So it was like,
yeah. But Ramondre's been had these fumbling issues.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a circle. It's just a fucking circle. That shit's so stupid. But this was another fun game. Shout out to the Jets for covering. But you know, this was a game that they probably should have won. Probably felt like they should have won. They go to 0-3. Buccaneers go to 3-0. Baker, man. Baker's just that wild ride that's called Baker.
Baker keep baking, man. Shout out to Baker. This was a game I wanted to stay away from betting wise because on the 20. I bet. Betting wise, just because it just felt like, look, Tyrod Taylor is like pretty good. He's one of the best backups in the league. It's just he gets injured. I mean, Justin Herbert, I don't know if y'all remember this. The only reason why Justin Herbert started when he did is because the team doctor for the Chargers accidentally punctured his lung. And then Justin Herbert got the start. It was Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor was the vet quarterback. Justin Herbert, rookie, learned under the vet, punctures him in the lung. I think he sued for that or some shit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but Tyrod Taylor's pretty good. So, if you're a Garrett Wilson owner,
don't trade him. Don't trade him. I know we had somebody in here that was trying to get up off of him. I'm like, nah, bro, he's straight. He's good. He's the only person over there, and they can get the ball to him.
Yeah, and even though Breece Hall, wasn't a crazy game, he's going to get those targets where he could salvage a subpar game on the ground. Braylon Allen eating up into that usage a little bit, so you don't like that. But if you're in a PPR league, that's why you drafted Breece Hall. If you're not in a PPR league, I don't know why you would draft him. But, hey, they could have had this one. What was it? It was a pick 6, wasn't it?
Nah, it was a block punt.
Oh, yeah. It was a block punt.
Block field goal.
Yeah, block field goal. So they could have had – but something just in my gut was like, yeah, they're still going to – like, I wasn't really worried about the Bucs winning this just because it's Baker, bro. It's Baker. Like, he going to get down there. And then Abuka, oh, my God, bro. Abuka is so – I mean, you got to say he's like the steal of the first round, don't you? If you could say there's a first-round steal, I mean, you're a first-rounder.
I got to call it that now because he could, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could never ball out ever again. But, again, it was just a night, bro. They knew what they were doing. I remember people questioning the pick, but they knew.
I questioned the pick.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we'll let you question the pick, but no, we know what we're getting with this wide receiver. And
then look what you got. Look what you got. You got Chris Godwin out, Jalen McMillan out. Now Mike Evans out for maybe 3 to 4 weeks. So Abuka, if you're a Abuka owner, hey, and honestly, if you need a fill-in, I wouldn't mind sprinkling something on that Sterling Shepard. I mean, he's already been involved in the offense pretty often. And if you believe in conspiracies or the football gods, he is a former Giant. You know how former Giants do when they're off my team. So,
well, or you could it could be simpler than that. He's best friends with Baker Mayfield. You can just tell him that. You just
that also helps. That also helps.
Hey, yeah, we ain't even got it. Yeah, we ain't got a cap. But the thing is, Sterling Shepard, just watch out, keep an eye out on it because apparently Chris Godwin is able to come back this week. Just see what's going on with the injury report. See if we can get some clips of them at practice. Probably not going to be able to, but right now Sterling Shepard is locked in that slot spot. If Chris Godwin comes back, he'll probably go back into the slot. Sterling Shepard is a capable wide receiver on the outside and on the inside.
And they're going to need it. They're going to need it if Mike Evans is sidelined. So I still think he's a viable option. It might even help. I think it's helpful for all parties. Abuka, Chris Godwin, because now you could just spread them out how they like to do and go crazy. I mean, the Bucs just seem like a good team to be a fan of. I mean, you got this shitty-ass little division where they don't know what they're doing. You got Baker Bacon. You got Todd Bowles coaching up this defense. You got some fun players on defense between Levante David, Antoine Winfield. You got Vita Vea up there in the middle. Like, you got somebody on every level, and then the offense is just going crazy. I mean, I like the Bucs a lot, man. I like the Bucs a lot, man. It's a fun team to watch.
Bucky Irvin, there's some people that drafted Bucky that's dealing with the same stuff as the people that drafted Chase Brown are, but
there's like a light at the end of the tunnel with the Bucky Irvin in this Bucs offense. With Chase Brown, it's just like, damn, bro.
You gotta wait and see. You just gotta wait and see.
All right, man. You have fun with that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I signed up for it.
But Jets 0-3, both New York teams 0-3. It is what it is. Aaron Glenn, how do you think he's doing, like coaching wise?
I mean, again, it's just one of those situations where it's not that it's too early to tell, but for whatever reason, like, I know they essentially lost the first game of the season because of special teams, but you're a defensive minded head coach, and the defense is the reason why y'all are losing games. Special teams gave you a touchdown. Your offense with a backup quarterback put up 20 points. You gotta we got you to 27 to 27 was 27, 26. We up. We need you to not. They can't get 30 yards. They can't get 40 yards. We need the defense side of this football team to get a stop right now. And you the head coach, so you're supposed to kind of.
I mean, in all fairness to him, this Bucks offense is crazy. I mean, it was a top 5 offense last year. So I mean, it's just that Steelers shit can't happen. But it was week 1. So
you gotta think about it though. The reason that they were top 5, a lot of the reason why they were top 5, those people weren't on that field right there. A lot of the reason why they were top 5, a lot of those guys weren't there. The things that made them top 5 was Tristan Wirfs. He wasn't playing. Things that made them top 5 is Mike Evans. Mike Evans was out. The things that made them top 5 was Liam Cohen. Liam Cohen is over there coaching the game in Jacksonville. The things that made them top 5 is Chris Godwin. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? And Jalen McCullough. And it's like, they was depleted too. And we couldn't get out. Wilkes or whatever, the defensive coordinator, couldn't line nothing up to get them off the field. Which, again, I'm not trying to disrespect Baker and everything. And I'll like shout out to Baker for pulling it out for his team. But we got to see.
Here's the thing. Hold on. The thing with the offensive coordinator thing is, and I know you're not disrespecting Baker. You fuck with Baker. I mean, you both fuck with Baker. But I mean, he had Dave Canales first with the Bucks. Baker's giving out head coaching jobs. Dave Canales, head coach of the Panthers. Liam Cohen, head coach of the Jags. I think Baker, he is the system.
But that's what I'm saying. And it's like,
and then you add in Ibuka, and you don't have Chris Godwin, but I would argue Ibuka is better presently.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying the things that made them, you know what I'm saying, that team that was a top 5 offense last year, you know what I mean? Tristan Wirfs is part of that. You see other teams that when they let tackle go down, there ain't no offense going. You know what I mean?
Unless you're the Chargers and you got to go off.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like everything gets impacted significantly. I mean, shit. When Andrew Thomas is there, look like you got all the time in the world back that motherfucker. But when he not, you got.
And he was basically on a pitch count, and we'll get to that game here eventually. So, but yeah, I mean that's part of the reason why I think the timing is pretty good. I think they kind of had
to escape with the dub because it's like, all right, bet we had 3-0 without our guys back. So now when we get our guys,
it's going to get spooky.
Yeah,
especially if they get that Desmond Watson down to under 400 pounds, pair him against Vita Vea. Hey man, good luck with that touch push.
That might not be a this year thing, bro. Respectfully, bro, I think that might be let's prep for when Vita Vea is ready to move on, and
I don't know if he is even that good because he was an undrafted free agent. I think it was just
you can't move when you're that good. Like you know what I'm saying? You can't
bro. Yo, Austin, he's in Tampa. They got some ingredients to fix that. You know what I'm saying? To get him on that type of diet.
Again, I think they believe that they do, which is why that they literally took the chance on him. They took the flyer, and like they're working up on him. But it's like, bro, he's still 400 pounds. He literally has to lose like 60 pounds.
How much calories you think he could be eating on a day-to-day basis? Because it's like you're going from like a college training and all that. You know, you're going to class and shit. Now this is your professional job. Your job is to lose some weight so you can make the team. And so how much calories you eating? Like 10,000 calories a day? Bro, you're big. We don't need you this big no more.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
they need to put like a nanny cam in his kitchen.
Yeah.
At home, they need like a nanny cam. Yeah, and maybe in his bedroom just because he has like a mini fridge or something in there. He's clearly not listening to the team dietitian. So hopefully they figure that out. There you go. Install that nanny cam in his kitchen.
So, but yeah, I mean, Chargers pulled it out. You know, it was just one of those games that they say that Justin Herbert doesn't have in prime time. this wasn't necessarily prime time, but for me, I don't know. I guess it wasn't the game of the week, but this was the best game at the 4:00 time because considering how good both teams were.
It was one of our game of the weeks.
Yeah. So all the people complaining about Marion Hampton, shut up. He got there, 70 yards, the touchdown, 56 yards on the ground with 6 receptions. I mean, it's awesome. Keenan Allen, again, coming to be one of the steals of the draft, along with Quentin Johnson, just showing up for everybody. He had a really great play where he played. He worked the sideline, got back, helped out Justin. Justin's over here throwing the ball 47 times a game again. And Denver again. I mean, Denver's defense, they played well, but they were always on the field. You see, your quarterback got 153 yards, and your number one wide receiver got 118 of it. Like,
yeah, that's nasty work. That's nasty work. I mean, go back and forth between the game logs again. Look how much people Justin Herbert has involved in this offense. And I feel like with this game, you really saw the difference between having a franchise quarterback, and I'm not saying Bo Nix can't, but I feel like Bo Nix, we kind of knew what was good with Buddy. He kind of has this ceiling. This might be his ceiling. We're going to have to win with defense, and you're not going to get these type of plays. I mean, he does extend plays with his legs. He is sneaky athletic. But, yeah, you're not going to get these big plays that Justin Herbert, like that one throw to Keenan Allen, you're not getting that from Bo Nix. And that might be and you're dealing with Pat Mahomes in this division, which is why the Raiders are in hell right now, because you're dealing with the O-line with Geno and cool. You got the shiny toy in Ashton Genty. Well, here's Sean Payton and this crazy Broncos defense. Oh, they have PS2. Oh, we brought in Tyler Hufunga. We brought in Dre Greenlaw, and we drafted Jade Barron in the first. And then you got to go deal with Jim Harbaugh and Jesse Minter over there with the Chargers. Derwin James playing like top 5 defender, positionless. You got a lot to deal with. So, I mean, hey, good luck to the Raiders. But with this one, the Broncos, my biggest takeaway for this game was like they just don't know how to close out games. This is a hard game to close out, don't get me wrong. But there's a world where they're 3-0 right now.
Yeah, and there's a reason that they're not. You know what I mean? It's like this shit is it's that close. That's why all of it matters. Every advantage matters. The coaching matters. Even when we talked, I was like, I mean, all things equal, I think the better quarterback is Justin Herbert, and I think the better coach is John Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? It's a 3-point game. So I just think that those two people are worth 3 points. They're worth the 3 points. And I mean, it might only be 3 points, but it doesn't matter. That's all we needed was 3 to win. All we needed was 1 to win. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just really how I believed it would be a close game. If it's going to be like that, I want to have the better quarterback. I want to have the better head coach. And Sean Payton, I mean, I'm sure no one's really getting on his ass for the play of his team, but Bo Nix is catching it right now, and I don't know how much he can catch. I mean, he used to a little bit of adversity. I will give him that. But we'll see. They're 1-2, and this wasn't how they envisioned coming out. And who they got next? Let me see who they play next.
Who the Chargers have the Giants and the Broncos have the Bengals Monday night, and then they have us. So like I said, that's going to be interesting because
everybody's going to probably be on the Broncos again. Everyone's going to try to be on the Broncos again, and it's like
I haven't tried to guess that line yet. Let's see, the Broncos or the Bengals at home.
Well, no, one's at home. If it's an international game, right? The Monday night.
No. Wait, the Monday night game is international.
I don't know. I just know that they play.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Bengals Broncos. It's shit. Yeah, it's at Mile High. Yeah, you know me, man. There's teams I'm staying off right now. I'm gonna wait until mid-season to bet the Broncos again. That line's gonna be If I were to guess, I haven't seen the line yet. I'm gonna guess 9.5.
Only because they lost, it'll probably be 7.5 because they lost.
Yeah, but yeah, do your thing. Let's see. Broncos lines. You bastard. It is 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, it's 7.5.
Yeah.
Man, I might take that then because I think they can win by 10. Definitely think they can win by 10. See, I don't have access to the thing. Seahawks, Saints. Hey, man, Spencer Rattler. He's looking all right. Like, here's the thing with the Saints. They're this is like a season punt, which is why I don't understand why they drafted Tyler Shuck in the second round. Like, why do that? I easily think they should have went Shador. Now, Shador, he said no to a couple teams, but it was because he couldn't start there. I think the Saints would have been a good landing spot. New head coach, easy-ass division, and a lot less competition. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm glad you came back. If they drafted Shador, do you think he could have beat out Spencer Rattler for QB1?
No, I mean, I think Spencer Rattler would still be the QB1 right now because if he even like
he's not playing bad, but this team's just not good enough.
Yeah, and again, it's just kind of he's not playing bad. They drafted Tyler Shaw, man, because they low key they're punting. They're punting.
But that's what I was saying. I don't know if you heard me, but I'm like, I just still don't get it. Because even if you're punting and you're picking at the top of this draft, you just use the second round pick. You use a day 2 pick for a quarterback who is pushing 30.
They had to sell the, they were expecting the quarterback. They had to sell the franchise.
If I'm a Saints fan, I am pissed.
Again, I say this all the time. Football, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. No one knows how to figure out quarterback. Like no team in the NFL knows how to figure out. They don't know what they're doing when it comes to selecting a quarterback. You just
I'm gonna repeat this again. Tyler Shuck backed up Justin Herbert at Oregon.
Yeah, he was a redshirt freshman.
That's 2 years BC. That's before COVID. That's 2 years BC. He backed up Justin Herbert at Oregon. He's a rookie, and he couldn't beat out Spencer Rattler. If you're going to get an old ass rookie that has all that college experience, he better be starting now.
I mean, they
dragged him in the second round, like, bro. Every time I see his name, bro, it just pisses me off. It's like, bro,
you forget the most important part. They liked him. They liked him. Like you know what I'm saying? It sounds crazy, but it's just like, bro, the most important part is that they liked him. They drafted the quarterback that they liked.
All right, but like, are we talking receptionists or cashiers? Are we talking quarterbacks? This liking shit. You like this he's a good guy. Let's take him in the second round, quarterback.
Football's the same way. Sam Darnold, again, quarterback school, getting it done. 154 rating.
Very efficient game. 14 for 18.
2
touchdowns. That looks like my Madden games right there.
You know what I mean?
4-minute quarters.
And everybody got there. Everybody balled. So, like Jackson Smith and Jigba, 5 receptions, 96 yards, tutty. I mean, this is again, I don't know how much more Sam Darnold really got to do. Just get the ball to Jackson Smith and let him do it. When we get down to the goal line, Saints are doing their thing, I guess, with the running game, but he still got 2 touchdowns. So in fantasy, it worked itself out. Kenneth Walker did this week. One of the league I'm actually 3-0 in. I got Christian McCaffrey, Chase Brown, and Kenneth Walker. Thank God I got Kenneth Walker.
Well, so here's my thing with the Seahawks. So it's one of those franchises. They're just always doing the right thing and doing things the right way. Even if they're not really competing, they're never going to be like a top 5. I mean, Devin Witherspoon was the top 5 pick, but still, like, they got Jalen Milroe
with their pick, though. I don't think they got him with their pick. I think that might have been the Broncos pick. or somebody else's pick.
Oh, is that?
Or they just picked up.
No, it had to be the Broncos. Because think about it, Russell Wilson, or was it? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Now I'm curious.
Yeah, that might not have been their pick.
Yep, from Denver.
Yeah.
Denver traded first and second round, 22 first, second, and fifth. Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, Noah Fant to Seattle in exchange for a 2022 fourth round selection and quarterback Russell Wilson. And he's on his fourth team. So shout out that. What a trade, bruh. You trade Russell Wilson's bum ass, you get Devin Witherspoon. Hey, goes back to what I was saying about the Seahawks, though. They just do shit the right way. You got off that pack real smooth. Start Geno. You got to remember, their head coach's nickname coming from Baltimore is Boy Genius. Has this defense balling.
I told you why I believe that they're able to win games. I think they're going to be able to win games because their defense is good. They got a decent running back, and they got a star wide receiver.
They got two decent running backs. And when it comes to waiver wires, because we are talking waiver wires here, I'd say Torrey Horton. That's like, see, your league mates are probably going to go after like a Trey Tucker and shit like that. You spend a little bit of your FAAB and pick up Torrey Horton because he had the kick return touchdown. That's cool. You can't really bank on that. But if the Cooper Kupp shit is done with, like let's say Cooper Kupp, he just regresses to the point where the Rook is able to take that spot. There's not a lot on this offense besides JSN. There's some roles here. Unlike, for example, Trey Harris in LA. You got to deal with Lab. You got to deal with Quentin Johnston. You got to deal with Keenan Allen is back. So Torrey Horton, I wouldn't. That's a decent stash to me. That's
you're definitely you gotta wait until they get back into a regular game script. Like it's not gonna be every day where defense is getting touchdowns, special teams is getting touchdowns, and again, essentially, Sam Darnold really ain't have to do shit. I'm sure he might have did a little bit, but the game's already out of hand. But before the second quarter even started, it was like 31-3 or something crazy in the second quarter. So at the start of the third quarter. So it's like, we got to kind of wait until definitely if you feel like you want to pick him up now. So you don't have to worry about picking him up once he does have his breakout game. But we got to see what the targets are looking like when
in a real game. And
they're actually throwing the ball because they weren't throwing. They didn't have to. Drew Lock got some burn. That's all you need to know. Speaking of, I guess I don't know. When they get Milrow in the fourth? Yeah, they got packages for him.
That's cool. That's what I mean though. I like what the Seahawks are doing. Boy Genius comes from the Ravens. He's like, hey, that could be a project. We just stuff him in the depth chart, roll him out like 3 years from now. Fuck it.
Bro, he can run. He can run he can run just as good as Lamar and Jaden. The thing is, if we got to see how he can throw the ball. So if they get the
Lamar
right.
And Jaden. Jaden obviously super elusive, but he's more like Lamar.
Right, but I'm saying he's already up there as one of the best pure runners in the league at quarterback. He's already up there as that. But you got to see what he can do, processing the offense, reads, throwing the ball.
Yeah, that was his issue, and that's why I thought bro, I swear to God, if we get him in the second round or something, bro, I'm gonna flip the table. It's a project. It's a project. But hey, I'm gonna be quiet until Sunday afternoon. See how my boy Dart does, man. Hey, Bears, y'all defense is like a get right game for quarterbacks. It seems like right now.
It's nothing that you can really do, and it's sad because it's like everybody always want to point the finger at the offense, but in reality, bro, I mean, George Pickens, he got a pick because George Pickens, the ball popped over George Pickens' hand. He passed it to the linebacker. Your running game is going well. Running game going as well as it can. You breaking off a 22-yard run and you get the ball stripped away. Again, we're not a good team. We're not a good team, and they're not either. But when you get a chance to go up 7-0 and they take the ball away from you and then they go up 7-0, it's just too much. It's too much. And then we come back down and we score. Or we know we don't. Did we kick a field goal? I guess we did. I guess we scored or whatever. But yeah, if we didn't, we're not good enough to try to have these shootout games. And when the momentum swings and these guys can hit shot plays and flea flickers, and Caleb Williams ain't been good all year, all his whole football career. They were like, yeah, this was the most wide open his pass catchers have been his entire football career. 6 of 7.
Bro, but here's the thing, and this is why I mean, like, bro, when you have broken coverage like that, like, what is it? This doesn't tell me nothing about Caleb Williams. You know, what is this? What am I supposed to learn from this game? I
tried to allude to that even with the Green Bay with the Giants game. I'm like, look, bro, like, I don't know if your O-line is good or not because our D-line is non-existent. Like, I don't know if I don't know what's good on your team because our defense is so bad that, like, it's just, I mean, it's a joke. How was everybody wide open last week? And then we come out and we know we playing this weird ass coach. Mind you, he didn't want to do no razzle dazzle. First 2 weeks of the year, he didn't want to do no razzle dazzle. Didn't do no razzle dazzle against Detroit. Didn't do no razzle dazzle against Minnesota.
That nigga was pissing down his leg against Detroit because he knew nigga, you know you wrong. You should have went to the Jags. You want to go to the ops and shit. Yeah,
you know,
you better keep them trick plays in the tuck.
This game is completely different if CeeDee Lamb will get injured, but like
Cowboys, it is. That's the thing. I think y'all could have. I think y'all could because this Bears defense ain't shit. I mean, Javonte Williams averaging almost 8 yards a carry. So I mean,
it changes the way you play us so crazy because like that's how good CeeDee Lamb is. Like
he opened shit up so crazy for George Pickens.
He wins football games for this team. He has been winning football games for his team since he's been here, and he's going.
It's a high ankle sprain, right?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, all right, bet we'll just give him Jake Ferguson. We'll bracket George Pickens, and all right, we scored so many points. The running game don't even matter. So now we finally got a running game. We got a running scheme, and we can kill shit with it. We revitalized this man's career with our running. Miles Sanders is over here getting 4.5 yards a clip.
That's crazy because Miles Sanders could only run behind good old lines.
And it's like it don't matter because they're scoring touchdowns every single time they touch the ball. And you know, it just sucks. I don't know how we gonna get this figured out, but you know, it's up to 4. I mean, it's just up to 4. You're gonna have to like that. That's what I'm saying. Like all wins, I get it. They're not created equally, but it's like goddamn. And I watch him play, and I watch what he got to do out there, and it's crazy. I mean, the tackles are getting better. Offensive line was getting solid. I mean, offensive line probably still gonna be solid, even though Tyler Booker's gonna be gone. But you know, it's just you need CeeDee Lamb out there because he is the game breaker. He is the one that gets this shit all the way right. And now we giving it the Ferg 13 times for 82 yards.
That's not going to do it.
If you have him in fantasy, but that's not doing nothing to helping me win. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, but it's just not going to go good because again, you traded away your best defensive player a week before the season started. And you got somebody in that's forcing your team to play something that they're not really necessarily that good at. They're learning it right now on the fly. Like this is, bro, like not even joking. This isn't even the first time that we had a game like this. This is the Saints game from last year. This shit happens every single year. There's a game where we play some team that really ain't good, but for whatever reason, we get our ass smacked by the motherfuckers. Now, I will say, because we kind of talked about it on the pod, and I told you that I'm not surprised that it was Bears minus 1.5 because this was a God have it spot for them. They 0-2. They just got smacked up. They playing at home. They just lost 2 bad games in a row, and now they got to throw everything at the wall, or else their season's over. They have no shot. So I had a feeling that if we didn't come out prepared for that, what I'm talking about, was how it was going to go. And of course we weren't prepared for that. And we lost our best player 3 minutes into the goddamn offense, the first offensive drive. Or the second offensive drive. So, you know what I mean? I don't know how it gets fixed. There's enough time for it to get fixed, but we got to steal some wins, and we got to get to that sweet spot in the schedule where we can buy some time, get some wins back, and get back into this thing. But the defense has to get solved, or it don't even matter how good Dak's playing. Like, it doesn't matter.
Go to the Bears player stats real quick. Kind of similar to what I said with the Seahawks. You could look into Luther Burden. My thing with Luther Burden, now the Bears have an early bye week, right? I think their bye week is week 5. You could see some of these snap counts change up. Zacchaeus is still getting a heavy amount of snaps. I think Luther Burden's getting 50 snaps, 50% of the snaps. But they did 33%. Use it 33%.
Yeah.
They're using they used the day 2 pick on him. He should be getting involved more. Now his one crazy play, the 65-yard. I mean, without that, he has like 40 yards, right? Like that, like
everybody's open against defense.
Yeah, everybody's. I mean, bro, Wandell looked like fucking. Steve Smith looked like Jordy Nelson.
He looked like Steve Smith out there.
Yeah, Steve Smith. That's better. Yeah. I was trying to think of Jordy Nelson. I'm not sure. Yeah,
right.
He was looking like Steve Smith. So, but Luther Burden,
we needed him to get in the Minnesota game. We needed him to get this right here. We were like, yeah, we just need one reception.
Right. Broke my.
And of course, against my damn team. I knew it. I saw. I was like, incredible. I was like, incredible. Wide ass open. What I tell you about these damn tight ends? One thing about the Cowboys, the tight end gonna be open. Like, this shit is ridiculous, bro. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you feel like he might break out. Go ahead and
no. What I'm kind of saying, like, I'm hesitant because there's so many options. I'd say the upside play of having him stash is if this season's lost, I could see DJ Moore being traded at the deadline to a team with Super Bowl aspirations that need a receiver. Because what are you doing with all these players? I mean, I understand what they're doing. You're trying to get young. You're matching up with Caleb. You got this new coach, whatever. But you already have a solid tight end. You get a tight end in the first round. You don't get Tyler Warren. You get the Michigan kid, Colson Loveland. Cool. You already have DJ Moore. You already went Rome Odunze last year in the first round, top 10 pick. You already have DJ Moore, and then you have Zacchaeus now. So if they don't turn this around, especially in this tough division, I can see DJ Moore on his way out, and they just hand the keys to Rome to be the wide receiver 1, and then Luther Burden, because of that, all right, boom, now you have a play for potentially your fantasy playoffs.
I do think though already Rome Odunze is the wide receiver. I do think at this point he is the wide receiver 1.
My thing is DJ Moore still commands, like, for example, he has 3 carries. Like, they like using DJ Moore sort of in that Deebo Samuel type role, which is where Luther Burden also plays it. So, like, it's just their skill players are super redundant to me. Super redundant.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say nothing. They beat my team, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely see how it goes with the Bears. Again, you know, shout out to Luther Burden. He had a good game, but I don't know. I don't really know what to make of another team when they playing us right now because the defense is just so bad. I don't know what to make of anybody we're going up against because everybody's balling. Y'all
defense is so bad it bought Russell Wilson another week because there's a chance Jackson Dart would have played against the Chiefs if he didn't have that crazy game.
Yeah. So this was a good game. I mean, we kind of talked about this one as a game of the week, and I said that I didn't know who was going to win, but I felt like it would definitely go under, and damn if it
These
didn't go
joints
under.
always go under. These middle of the day West Coast games, division rivals, always go under.
You know, Trey Benson. I tried to pick him up in our league because somebody dropped him on like Saturday.
Your boy Elias got him. Yeah, you big brain Elias. You know.
Yeah, so I didn't know what the hell was going on my roster. They were like, "No, you got too many players or something." But
I was kind of blown that he was available, but at the same time, I have Trey Benson in my big money league, so I probably wouldn't have picked him up anyway. To be honest, I probably saw him and I was like, "What the fuck is he doing here?" All right, whatever. I already have him.
C-Mac, the Mac Daddy Jones over here. He was playing like some shit. I ain't gonna lie, but when it came to winning time, he was getting off. Ricky Parcell, he balled in the second half. Like, I mean, there was one drive where he had 4 receptions for 41 yards. When Mac Jones finally decided to start throwing the ball across the middle, and you know, again, I don't know what to say. I don't know how long it's going to go for, but I do know that I might end up winning as long as he can stay healthy.
McCaffrey, if you took the risk on McCaffrey, he's paying off dividends right now. He's the whole offense. And the thing with McCaffrey is, I don't think you got to worry about the injury tip because I don't have any shares, but I fuck with McCaffrey heavy. I think he sacrificed the football gods, sacrificed the health of Nick Bosa and some of these other players. I think he's going to be the healthy one this year. You know, the injury bug with the Niners always goes crazy, but it just feels like this is the year when McCaffrey's healthy and everybody else is kind of, you know what I mean? Well, hopefully Fred Warner's not next or some shit.
And I mean, even with all the injuries, they pulling out the wins. So, you know, they had 3-0 and everybody's injured. They 3-0 without their starting quarterback. Really can't complain. You just got to find a way to win the game. I mean, this is a tough ass game for them to win. Kyler kind of did his thing. At least for what I saw, he was running. I don't know what's good with the Marvin Harrison situation, but in a way, I kind of understand why it seems as if this organization is treating him like he's a good young player on the team and not like some mega superstar that we have to get involved in order for us to win. You know, if you watch the game, you saw he had 2 terrible drop passes, and they were like the worst drop passes that, like, I mean, one of them, he was so wide open, you would have to see the sky cam in order to see like the closest defender to him. And the other one, he had a chance to save the day.
You talking about Marvin Harrison right now?
Yeah, but I wasn't really saying that. All I was saying is like every week is just coming to, at least for me, I'm starting to realize like they don't see Marvin Harrison as this like superstar, mega star wide receiver that we have to get the ball to in order to win. Like, you know, I was just talking about CeeDee Lamb. Like, I was just talking about CeeDee Lamb. Like, he changes the game. We win games because of CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, so he's not like a Neighbors or anything like that.
I mean, I don't know because you know what I'm saying. I'm not talking shit. I don't know what games Neighbors. I don't know if Neighbors does that for y'all yet. Like, I'm not talking shit because I'm being dead ass when I'm talking about CD. And the more that I watch this team play, and the more that I've seen Marvin Harrison, I don't see some superstar player that I need to get involved. Like, I don't see some wide out that like, oh, without him we're not going to win. Like, Trey McBride is better. And this cat, he dropped 2 terrible balls that like,
you heard them Fred Warner footsteps, man. Them footsteps, bro.
Bro,
those footsteps are kind of far, but
you need a sky cam to find the closest guy to you. You wide open, and you drop. You know what I mean? And again, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not going to be nice. I'm not saying he's not going to ball. But I think today they're like he's a good young wide receiver. And I think that's how they're treating him. Like, he's a good young wide receiver. And I think the rest of the world is like trying to put it on them to be like, yo, why y'all not giving Marvin da-da-da? And it's like low-key, like, yo, y'all don't know. He might not be ready for that right now. Like, that might be a little bit too much on his plate right now.
You can't be mad at that though, because what
I
just
don't think there's
happened?
anything to be mad at. I don't think that they're mad at it at all. I think
not literally mad. But what
yeah,
I mean is,
I think they rocking with their script. Like I think they
no,
answer the
I'm not
question when
talking.
they're like,
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the perception. Like you're saying, like the world is like, yo, why aren't you giving it? I don't think you could really knock people for thinking that due to a couple reasons. For one, the draft capital, who was drafted in that same Rome Odunze, he's breaking out this year. He was good last year, but he's really breaking out. Like you said, he's probably wide receiver 1 instead of DJ Moore. They should just trade DJ Moore, get some assets. Neighbors is neighbors, obviously. You got Ladd McConkey in the second. Ladd McConkey could build your damn offense around. And then with Marvin Harrison, you also have his dad is one of the best wide receivers in NFL history.
right,
So
which
there's
is why
that.
he'll probably get it figured out. It's just not week 3. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we're running our program
Week 3 of year 2.
Yeah, and we running our program over here, and we feel like we got a decent running back we like. We feel like Kyler and the tight end got a nice relationship, and we like running our offense. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all they say. It's not like they taking digs at Marvin Harrison. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna just run our offense. And their offense is the middle of the field out. It's not.
I keep laughing because like this nigga's nickname, they did him dirty. I think it was Gus Johnson who gave him that Maserati Marv nickname. Marv. Now everybody's calling him Mitsubishi Marv.
Yeah, but I mean,
there's a lot of cars that start with M, so you could get real creative with that.
Yeah, and I mean, like for me, like I wouldn't sweat it because I'm like, yo, he got time to get this figured out. Like he can have a 100-yard game next week, and all of this is null and void.
I don't know about you. I would prefer my wide receivers to be diva wide receivers than like, you know.
Bro, I don't care. I had Amari Cooper, and I loved the hell out of him when his ass had 219 yards against Philadelphia. I loved the hell out of him when he had 180 and 2 tutties Thanksgiving against.
Y'all didn't draft Amari Cooper.
Right, we traded a first for him though. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it was a first.
Yeah, and we extended him. So it's like,
y'all,
Cowboy. Like, yeah, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn with how your personality is. If you make plays, bro, I don't like. Me personally, I don't care. Like, I'm trying to win, dog. I'm like, how the fuck are we 1-2, and why the fuck's our defense suck so much? That's the only thing I care about. You know what I mean? I don't care about, you know what I'm saying, the niggas jewelry collection or what the, you know what I mean? I just don't.
I mean, yo, Jackson Dart is pretty icy on the sideline. Wow, aura coming from
right. That's what I'm saying.
He got the wide receiver chain package.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's fly, but that shit better come with some plays, or else, nigga, who's gonna give a fuck about your chains? You might have to sell them. Like you know what I mean?
It's sentimental. I think his sister gave him that chain. That's why he rocks it or some shit.
Okay, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So for me, I think Marvin Harrison's fine. I just think that
don't be suggesting my quarterback might have to sell his chain. Like, come on, man. You trying to
I'm just
trying to sneak that one over here, man.
I think you know what I mean. They got a system going on in Carolina, and it ain't that bad, but it ain't. It's not what we trying to see. Like you said, he was hyped up. He was the best wide receiver at the same Ohio State where Emeka Buka was at, where Jackson Smith-Njigba was at. He was the best one. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I get why the outside world is on their ass.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. I mean, bro, I don't see a world where this nigga is better than Ibuka ever. I don't see it.
But Ibuka wasn't even the best wide receiver on his team.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure. But and then you have Garrett Wilson over there. I mean, damn, there's a world where he's like his. I mean, at least right now, we don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
It's year 2 for him.
If he catches those passes, we're talking about him with like what 160-yard day and a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? But he dropped them, so now it's like
we're looking at $1 billion, nigga.
Yeah,
he drops the ball often. I mean, I tapped in the Cardinals side of Twitter, and he drops the ball a decent amount. Like, you know what I mean?
Why would he drop the ball? I mean, Jamar.
Yeah, but usually we excuse it if they're a high volume. The tight end is high volume, and he catches them balls. You a Trey McBride owner, you know he catching them balls. So I mean, hey, it's still a nice offense. I mean, I like the Cardinals. Like, you know, they're definitely going to be a tough fight for any team every week. The defense keeps getting better with Jonathan Gannon over there.
Their coaches is. I mean, I get it. Cardinal fans are probably complaining about a lot of shit, deservingly so. They lost a game they definitely could have had, but like it seems as like that organization is not a bottom tier organization. It seems like the coach and the coordinators kind of put it together over there. Yeah.
All right. Here's the thing about the Cardinals, and I know we're not 100 years old. They might be like overall like history of all American sports. This might be the worst franchise just in general. They haven't won nothing. And I was looking into their history. Like, you know, I'm a football historian. They haven't won. They've been around from the beginning. They haven't won a thing.
They were expansion team. They were expansion team.
No, nah.
I swear to God, because that's why there's so many fans in Arizona. There's so many Cowboy fans in Arizona because they used to watch Dallas play, and then they got the Arizona.
No, they were established in 1898, bruh.
They were established in 18, bro. I'm pretty sure that because there was a time where Arizona Cardinals did not have a football team.
So, all right, this is the team history. So back in the day, they became the Phoenix Cardinals in the 80s. They're one of them teams that they bounced around. They used to be the Chicago Cardinals from the 1920s to like the 1959, and then they were the St. Louis Cardinals from the 1960 to 1987, but from 88 on, and I'm not just talking about Arizona, I'm talking about Chicago. Like they haven't won shit ever. And yeah, I think most recently they were in that Super Bowl with the Steelers that they lost. That came down to, who was it? Was that Santana Moss?
Yeah.
Nah. Was it Santana Moss?
Yeah, but I'm just talking about since their new coach has been there that they got from Philly. I
just wanted to get into that bag. Like if I'm a Cardinal fan, you have nothing to like even brag about from way back when. Well, we used to be good. Well, they you know what I mean? They just kind of there in the atmosphere.
I'm feeling like them motherfuckers right now. I'm trying to be good today, bro. I'm trying to be good today. Fuck this shit, bro. I can't do it. I do not fuck with this shit, son. I'm serious.
Like, hey, bro. Welcome.
Hell no. Get me out of here.
Welcome to purgatory, nigga. You better start hitting the mock drafts. You got CD Lamb out. High ankle sprain. He's probably out for a month, ain't he?
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of anemic offenses, we have the uncreative Giants offense here. Russell Wilson. Now, so here's the thing with this game. Our defense really kept us in this game. We've talked about this with a lot of teams. You have a great defense. It doesn't really matter if your offense can't get shit going. Eventually, they'll find a way. There was also a lot of situations in this game Sunday night where Pat Mahomes just did Pat Mahomes-like things that only him and maybe two other players that could do outside the pocket to extend plays when there's really nothing there. I mean, only him could lose his top two receivers, have a wash Kelsey, and barely any running game. And look, we'll get this shit out to Tyquan Thornton, Juju, and you know what I mean? Like, there's not many. I mean, there was that play where had it deep, barely dropped it, thought he caught it, drop, go right back to him. We got it this time. We good. Like, you know what I mean? There's not much really to say on that end, but if you're a Cam Scatterbo owner, welcome. I mean, Tyrone Tracy, this is going to be a committee regardless, but
the thing with time now.
Huh?
It's party time now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So Tyrone Tracy, he's down, but he'll be back. Kind of like a Jordan Mason-esque situation where it's his backfield for right now, but for some reason they keep getting Devin Singletary involved. Stop using this nigga. Like, I'm tired of the decisions where it's like, we paid this nigga a certain amount of bread, so we're going to give him some burn. I don't care. We have somebody on the practice squad. I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro, because who was it? Who did we play? The week was it this week? Was this the game where there was a screen to Devin Singletary? Or I think that might have been against the Cowboys. Either this week or last week, they had a screen to Devin Singletary. Yeah, I think it was against y'all. Yeah, it was against y'all. It was like, bro, we should win this game, and it's getting tight in the fourth quarter. Y'all doing screens to Devin Singletary. Tyrone Tracy is a receiver turned running back. He was a receiver in college. He turned into a running back. He has not why you have him. He's the kick returner. He's a former receiver. You're giving screens to Devin Singletary when we need it in the fourth quarter.
I mean, I would have ran the screen too, bro. Honestly, we didn't see that shit coming. They ran a screen to DeAndre Swift for 15 fucking yards or 44 yards. We didn't see the screen.
DeAndre Swift is their starting running back, though.
Bro, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter who y'all would have ran the screen with. This shit would have worked. The shit would have worked. It wouldn't. He didn't do much for it to work. He just had to be a person with blood in his body and move his legs.
Man, who do y'all got this week? Oh, yeah, the Packers.
Bro, we got Green Bay. We got Green Bay. Like,
damn, off the Browns loss, back to Jerry World. Hey, man, the NFL script writers, they're going crazy. What you eating over there? Some kettle popcorn?
Cheez-Its.
Some sunflower seeds, you said?
Some Cheez-Its. But yeah.
But back to the Giants, though. Another thing. So last year before Daniel Jones got benched, I knew he was going to be benched. And it was due to this one play. It was just like a well-schemed play where I could tell they were trying to test Daniel Jones' arm if he could make this play, throw it with anticipation, get this shit done. I mean, he was doing shit like he was just underthrowing.
You said that he don't got to do no more.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I knew.
It seems like that's like, you know what I mean?
You don't get to try to flip it because you don't. Hey, don't let me get on.
Are they? So you saying that he couldn't make a deep ball throw with anticipation? Is that what you're saying? And that's why his ass was.
He couldn't, and then he went to quarterback school. We already covered this, bro. We already covered this. He went to quarterback camp, and now he's chilling, bro. And he was coming off that neck injury. Still, that play where it was just not because we've been running this vanilla offense like since last year. This year with Russell Wilson, vanilla offense. I knew Russell Wilson, my point being, I knew Russell Wilson was going to get benched, fourth down, and he throws it out the end zone. You know why he did that? To protect his touchdown interception ratio. I turned the game off after that. I'm like, I'm good. Like, y'all not gonna put Dart in. He's, you know what I mean? Just the worst end of the game, gotta have it, 2-minute drill. Look, the only way we can win this game is if we score right now, onside kick, and score again. And that sequence was so garbage, bro. And the play calling wasn't good either. Like, the way it was schemed up, I don't even know who the who was the first read for that play. I don't know what was going on. But all I do know is you throw it to a receiver, it's fourth down. We're down 2 scores. You're throwing it out the end zone. So when you potentially get traded, you can say, oh, I had 3 touchdowns and 3 picks, 50-50 touchdown interception ratio. You don't want to throw another pick.
I don't even think he's thinking about all that. I think he's just
bro, stop it. Stop. No, nigga. Because listen, when he played for the Broncos, and it was Sean Payton, the Sean Payton-led Broncos before he shipped his ass out to Pittsburgh. What was people saying? If they weren't watching them, they're like, "Oh, what? It's not Sean. They're doing Russell Wilson dirty. He has 30 touchdowns and 9 picks. That nigga definitely cares about his ratio, bro.
All right, well,
he cares about his ratio. He didn't want to end the game with 0 touchdowns and 3 picks after he just had 3 touchdowns and a pick. All of his touchdowns came against y'all. So he, just in case he wanted to put together a nice little package, like, look at this Cowboys game and then look at my stat sheet. Yeah, I have 3 picks, but I got 3 touchdowns. He didn't want to say I got 4 picks and 3 touchdowns. I could tell, and if that's the case, all right, man, hit the bench, man.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, y'all never, you know what I mean? Again, y'all didn't. I guess if that's the case, if you saying that, I guess you didn't vet Buddy, or I don't know what y'all thought what the hell he was going to be on.
I didn't want him in the first place. Once we got Jameis, I was like, all right, bet, because I know we're going quarterback in this draft, whether it's Shador, Dart, whatever, and Jameis is good enough to start for a couple games. He's good enough to start for like 10 games for you. And it'll be fun. What? What are you looking at?
10 what? Is 10 games that you trying to win, or 10 games just because we here and we just hope we have a good fucking time?
That's what. So what is Russell Wilson? That's Russell Wilson. The same shit. So if I'm getting the same shit, let me get that package and the fun package, not this scary ass I care about my stats package. Because what were we supposed to do? We have the hardest schedule in the league, bro. We have the hardest schedule in the league. So were we supposed to be winning with Russell Wilson?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, in terms of vetting him, I'm not sure what the thought process was. It felt like what the Falcons did, or even what the Browns just did. It's just we're going to throw a lot at the position just in case, so we're not in this situation again where we're starting a Tim Boyle like we did last year. But at the same time, I think we've been fine with, and obviously free agencies before the draft, but we would have been fine with Dart, Jameis, DeVito. Now DeVito's with the Patriots, whatever, but I thought we would have been fine with that. You know what I mean? But hey, hopefully Cincinnati pick up the phone. All it'll take is a 5th. Shane, if you like that, you'll get a 4th.
They gonna I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know.
Is that wishful thinking?
Yeah, because it's like, bro, we already have this quarterback that's in our system. He knows our offense, and if it's just not going to be good, like we might just be like, there's that would be delusional for you to think that Russ going to the Bengals is going to do anything for the Bengals. Like,
but here's the thing. It's not just that, right? Because he has turf toe, right? So he's probably out for the season. He might be able to come back.
3 months. So it depends on how many games they win.
Exactly.
You know so, but exactly. It's like, bro.
So but who's the best? All right, I'm looking at the depth chart right now.
Like Russ not winning no more games than the cheaper option they got already as the quarterback that they've already been.
I saw the math on it. It would only cost them $2 million.
Oh, and they got to pay $2 million? No, bro, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, bro, hold on. So what the fuck? Yeah, so their backup right now is Brett Rippon. So damn, he's still in the league. Ain't he like 40?
Bro, I'd rather give Mike White a chance. I know he just signed somewhere, but like, bro, like everybody, because that's the thing. The thing about having a backup is for when the the starter, if something were to happen to the starter, at least the backup knows everything to do. He's not capable of doing what Joe Burrow does, but at least he knows the calls. At least he knows what's supposed to happen. It's like when the Cowboys had Cooper Rush. The Cowboys, I remember when Cooper Rush was the starter, I had to start, and Dak was out for a few months. People were like, "Oh, he needed to." No, bro. Just do this. Just rock with him. And if it don't work, it doesn't work. If it doesn't, it's just like.
Here's the thing. Russell Wilson's game, his current game, he can't improvise no more. He's short. He's a shorter quarterback. Can't really see above the line. All he does is check downs and goal balls.
Right. So Bengals is even worse because their O-line is worse than y'all's. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like he'd be in a worse situation over there with you know what I mean?
But he got a big. We don't have no T. Higgins. Our tallest receiver is probably like 6 feet. It's probably Darius Slayton, who's 6'2".
I'm not going to rule it out. There were 6 block punts this week, and I'm not going to rule it out. But that would.
Here's the thing, though. You get Russell Wilson, right? Because think about it. You're 2-1. You listen. Hold on. You're 2-1. Jake Browning. I mean, he probably threw like over the past 2 weeks, he's thrown like 5 picks. You do realize that. Like the week before, he threw like 3 to 4 picks. He's throwing a lot of picks. So it's not looking good. Like he doesn't look. I understand.
Backup quarterback. I don't know what you think that shit's supposed to look like.
But Russell Wilson was just starting on the playoff Steelers. So
okay,
he could also.
I don't know you being serious. Are you trying to sell to me or yourself? But bro, it just. I mean, again, I'm not ruling it out because again, bro, I've seen some nut shit happen. Micah Parsons got traded. So yeah, Russ could get traded, but I don't. If that's how they really felt, they might as well just try to get Kirk Cousins and hope that he can do some Jay Jetta shit with Jamar and have T Higgins as the better number 2. If that's how they really feel.
But here's the thing: how's that contract situation work out?
Well, it don't matter because it's guaranteed, so they don't have that much money on the books. It'd be some bread, but it wouldn't be crazy money on the books. If you're trying to win, the money isn't. That's not. You know what I'm saying? So
we're talking about the Bengals though. You know they're cheap. They just got rid of their defensive coordinator, Lou Amarino or whatever, and he's balling out at his new spot. He's balling out for the who's he coaching for the Colts. That Colts defense is looking legit. And they don't have really a lot of standout players on that defense outside of like DeForest Buckner and who else?
Kwity Paye had the most sacks besides Micah from the 2020 class or since the 2020 class. Well, Micah was in the 2021 class.
They got some people in the secondary, but still, you know what I mean? They didn't want to pay. They didn't want to pay Lou. You let your defensive coordinator rock. You know they're pretty cheap. So if they're picking between Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins, and they're like, well, this is very simple. Two
yeah, but I mean, again, I don't know what they're doing over there in their camp. I'm not even want to act like I know what the hell going on in Bengal town.
But I thought you might have an idea, man.
No, nothing about what they got going on, bro. My team is 1-2, dog. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck we gonna get this win. My team fucking suck.
Y'all could use like a Micah Parsons type.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. That is what I'm fucking saying.
Damn, didn't Kenny Clark get hurt too, or did he get re-entered the game? He good?
Yeah,
that's what's up. All right, this game, man.
Well, so it wasn't really Smack City. It's just Lions. This game delivered though. I mean, you know, this is the real game of the week, and did what they needed to do. This is the biggest story of this game for me, real quick. When they made this move, when they signed Malik Cunningham to the practice squad right before this game, the week before this game, I was like, okay, that's a cute little move. They're prepping for Lamar. You know what college he went to? Louisville. Come on, dog.
Louisville, same as Lamar. You feel me? Same as Lamar. So, what, bro? I can't ask you a rhetorical question. I know you know the answer, man. I'm trying. Come on, man. But, there you go right there. Unstoppable Louisville. So, what we saw last night was they were prepared for Lamar's shits, bro. They put that spy on him. Usually the spies aren't working for someone like Lamar, but they just kept getting home, and he couldn't really improvise the way he usually does.
He still had a great game.
He still had a great game, but there's so many like crucial spots. Like when you're playing the Lions, bro, and clearly that week 1 division game against the Packers, it's a division game. Week 1, throw that out. Whatever. The Lions are still the Lions.
I don't think
when you're the Ravens, I'm not saying it's Lamar, bro. I'm not even saying that it's his fault that they lost. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying part of the reason why the Lions won was because they were prepared for the trickery.
I mean, I guess, but I think it's just the Ravens defense gave up 30. And the craziest part is they gave up so many points. And it was like, all right, this is still just a back and forth matchup. And then one of the best running backs in the league just coughed the ball up on the other side of the 50 again. And they just ran that bitch in. Like Like this is just really one of those this is one of those games where the defense, and they even said it, they admitted to it. They were like, yo, this was more demoralizing than anything. Like for them to just be able to run through us like that was just, we couldn't believe it. Like we couldn't believe it.
They got walked down. Like
and so
I was playing a lot of NLE Chopper.
Like you got, I mean, they had 2 drives. Let me see this shit real quick. They had literal 2 drives
that took up like 10 minutes.
Yeah, so it's like, dog.
Yeah, I mean that's the type of football. I mean that's like the goal for every. I mean, if y'all don't know, that's the goal for every offense every week. You could have just one drive like that. You're happy as hell to have two drives like that. I mean, for one, that's how you beat the Ravens. But I mean, this defense just looks so good on paper. It's honestly super confusing. Like how are y'all playing this bad?
They might not be what, at least the run defense right now with the injuries that they have. It might not be
Matabuke. Yeah, I mean that's a crucial part of it. No Matabuke, one of the best players on that defense. I see obviously, from Maryland, so I got a lot of Ravens in my Twitter sphere. They're super pissed about Roquan Smith and Marlon Humphrey. So Roquan Smith, he not doing what he need to do, leading that defense. But I mean, bro, they have everything. I mean, Zaire Alexander is also, that was a new addition. But should you even need all that? You have Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton. You drafted Malachi Starks. You have Nate Wiggins, who you just drafted last year. He had a promising little end of the season run.
And all that stops motherfuckers from throwing on your ass. Ain't none of them boys stopping this shit. None of them just stay stopping this shit.
Monty, 12 yards a carry. I mean, bro, they were saying it during the broadcast. I mean, this is the best running back tandem of all time. Yeah, they deserve a nickname for sure. I know you be coming at my, I'll be, talking about my team's nicknames, but they deserve a nickname.
I mean, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, now you get a touchdown. Bro, and again, Jared Goff, we can say Jared Goff had a great game. I think he did. At 4th down, he came through. You know what I mean? He was efficient. But it's shit, when they really needed it, they was just giving the ball to these motherfuckers and they delivered. He broke that 72-yard run. Wasn't that that? Yeah, so that had to be the drive, the 18-play, 90-something yard drive. So it's just they kicked their ass, and then it's yo, all right, we need one. Okay, bet, I'm here. You know what I mean? 8 targets, 7 catches, 3 targets, 2 catches. Yo, when I need you, you just do what I need to do. And we playing off your run. We playing off the run. This is a new pattern.
Go down. Damn, yeah, like you said, 7 to 8. 2 to 3, 4 to 4. 5 to 6.
The 4th and 1. Think about it. The 4th and 1 that was off of the 4th and 1 was when they went for it to seal the game. It was a play action fake, and Amron was wide open for 20 yards. He beat Marlon Humphrey, and that's, you know what I'm saying. That's how they closed the game out. But that's the Super Bowl script right there. To do that, and nobody turned over the ball. The only difference between this game is that Monty and Jahmyr Gibbs held on to the goddamn ball on their side of the 50, and Derrick Henry lost one.
What's the deal with Keaton Mitchell, man? I thought he had some juice. I feel like they could, look, Derrick Henry, love him, but give that, mix it up.
I mean, he only got 12 carries, so it wasn't like it was just one carry. It was just one unfortunate carry. I mean, again, it's one of those things that he fumbled 2 times in 3 weeks or something like that. And
in the fourth quarter. Both in the fourth quarter.
And he probably won't fumble like that for the rest of his career. But
here's the thing. When it comes to these fumbles, I feel like it goes on the offensive guy too much. Aiden Hutchinson forced that joint out, man. So sometimes it's just defense. It's just good defense on. You know what I mean? I don't think
they get paid too. they get, you know what I'm saying? They get played to play sports too. Like they obviously, I told you that was the momentum shift in our game. We're not even as good as Baltimore. Baltimore can kind of come back for some shit if they have enough time. We're not as good as Baltimore. When we break for 22 yards, which I can't even remember the last time I seen somebody break for 22 yards. If we do, I mean, a running back do that. When we do that, and then the ball gets ripped out and it's clean as hell, and they come down and they get 7, it's like, okay, like, well, like that's just it was just too big of a situation for us to overcome. And again, you know, yeah, Derrick Henry's allowed to fumble. Lamar is allowed to turn the ball over. But the defense, Pat Mahomes won Super Bowls because when he turns the ball over, his defense says, don't worry about it, Pat, we got you. Don't worry about it, Pat. We're just going to give up 3. If we give up anything, we might just get this bitch back for you. And then you go ahead and make it shake. Tell me I'm capping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like they really need Madubuike back. But at the same time, on paper, when your defense is this good on paper, it shouldn't be this bad. Now, you are playing the Lions. Don't get me wrong. But, like, bro, something got to give. You throwing a lot to them. They went Mike Green in the second. You know what I mean? That was looked at as a steal. So
but I think that these guys, I think that these teams, their defense is good. And that's no cap. And I think that if it was a situation where the Lions decided that Jared Goff had to win the game, I think the Lions get fucked up. But when you're like, no, we're not going to get into none of that bullshit, and we're going to just keep it. I think that's how you beat Green Bay. Like, I think that's how you beat Green Bay. If there's a way that we come out with a win next weekend, it's because for whatever reason, Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders got over 150 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns. That's the only way we can beat them. And I think with like the Ravens too, they're built for you to pass the ball on them. They're built to rush the passer. They're not built for you to be leaning on them. So when you lean on them, it's like, oh shit. And then again, that was happening, and then they got lucky enough to, or whatever. Hayden Hutchinson had the wherewithal to make the play, punch the ball out, and now we got the ball on our side of the 50, basically at the 30, and you already know what we about to do to these boys. We ought to go ahead and get a 7.
Yeah, I mean, with you bringing that up, obviously the running game was a big part of it. I mean, to me, these past couple weeks, I mean, besides the Packers game, obviously, what the Lions have answered for me is, they got the O-line is still crazy, but even with no threat.
I don't think that Chicago's good. I still don't believe that. I don't believe that because they smashed out Chicago, but I think that was.
I'm not even counting that game.
Okay, all right.
I'm really talking about this game. Fuck the Bears.
Right,
you know what I mean? I'm saying listen. Because they had to move Graham Glasgow to center. You know what I mean? He was their left guard. Frank Ragnar retired. Then they have Taylor Decker there on the left side. And then in the second round, they went and got Tate Ratledge, put that right guard spot because Kevin Zeitler. Where's Kevin Zeitler now? Where did he go? Kevin Zeitler. Tennessee. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but basically,
the O-line, that was the big question because if they're not able to run the game, that's how you beat the Lions, is you force them to pass. Well, if their O-line is playing like this and these run fits to be able to run the ball like this, I mean, this is like an unstoppable-ass team with all those weapons because it could be anybody at any given point in time. Whether it's, you might be able to stop them on the ground, but we have fresh legs Gibbs in the passing game because David Montgomery just gave y'all some business. Then you got Laporta, you got Sun God, you got Jameson, J-Mo deep, and then they even have a nice little Tesla, and apparently that's not how you pronounce his name, but we won't call him Tesla the same way we do Young Hoku. But still, Lions are still here. You know, you would think with losing 2 coordinators and having to retool your offensive line, you have your guard playing center, and you have a rookie guard, and you lose one guard, you lose your Hall of Fame center. You have to move one guard to the center spot. You have to replace the right guard with a rookie. there would be, a little bit of lapse. But hey, you got Penny Sewell there, Taylor Decker on the other side, and I guess a good old line coach.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we will keep an eye out. Going to be an interesting week this week for Ravens and Chiefs. One of them is going to end up 1-3. So it is what it is. But hey,
the Browns. Listen, man. Man, I fucking love football. So the Lions have the Browns next week, and you just saw what they did to the Packers and Josh Jacobs. So you got what? You got Mason Graham.
You just did that, You just did that last week. You thought to see some shit that somebody did. You thought that it was gonna know.
What do you think I'm thinking right now? You think I'm thinking the Browns to win again?
No. But we just go. We going. I just wouldn't do it just like how you thought.
Listen. Wait. All right. But what did you say? But what are you saying about Daniel Jones? You said they're going up against who? The Colts are going against a good run stopping team. Let's see if they can contain Jonathan Taylor. What is the difference between what I'm saying and you saying that?
Look,
what is the difference?
I'm just saying.
What is the difference?
I'm not gauging it off of what I saw last week. Like we got.
I'm not gauging it. I'm just saying it's one of them things. Like think about it like this. That's an interesting matchup. I'm looking to see.
Okay.
That's it. That's all.
All right. Fair enough.
That's all. I'm interested to see this legit top 3 looking Browns defense. What they do to another NFC North team.
Right.
With a great running game that really relies on the running game and that play action.
Right, because you got to remember they have the best run stopping defense. So now we're going to see what it looks like when they don't have.
Hey, what are you doing right now, man?
There's 3
What are you doing?
I'm just saying we going to see. We going to see. It's got to be literally because that was an interesting game. The line shifted on the way these games were played. The line actually shifted. It was a double-digit line. Then it wasn't a double-digit line. It was 7.5, and then they moved back up to double digits after they beat the Ravens. So it's like you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot going on. It's gonna be an interesting game. We're gonna see.
And the Lions, they're playing at Ford Field, man. So you got Jared Goff in that dome. And the Browns are coming off a game they shouldn't have won. So I can see the Lions smacking them. I just think they have more on offense than the Packers. Like I feel like the Packers, they have you have a similar way of beating the Packers, but the Packers are way more one-dimensional. They're still figuring out their pass catching situation where like it's pretty much stamped over there. Like Ben Johnson, who needs him, Aaron Glenn, who needs him. We good around here, man. We good. With the Packers, it still feels like, all right, when you stop Josh Jacobs, that's the end of it. You might stop Monty, but you're going to stop Jahmyr Gibbs coming out the backfield. They're going to do some.
I mean, if you're lucky enough to do it, you got a chance to win, because that's what Green Bay did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're lucky enough to do it, you do have a shot to win. So we'll see.
There's some good games. I like these games more than this past week, and then obviously, Are we doing? No, we can't do no games a week for that game. You're gonna be when's your team play? Oh yeah, Sunday night. Sunday night. You're gonna be watching. You're gonna have a screen up to watch Dart and his first start in the NFL. You excited?
Probably. I mean, I don't know when y'all play at 1. Probably watch. I'll probably be like following all the games because my team not on.
You excited?
Nah, he'll be done to me. But good for you. Good for y'all.
Ain't no good for us. Ain't no good for us, man. We got the undefeated Chargers. We have no wins.
I'm excited to see your buddy play. So
I am excited. I'm gonna be like a kid on Christmas Saturday night.
So I'm wait for that.
Yeah. And we about to finesse the Bengals, man. We'll take we need a 5th. We need a 5th.
Hey, if they're willing to do it, I don't know if they're talking turkey, but if they talk. But it's not my deal.
I'll take a 6 too. A 6 would be give us something for this nigga. He shouldn't even be on the fucking team.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it for that. Matter of fact, we have Like Love Lock. Austin, I think you went 2-1 again.
Nah, I don't think so.
You went 1-2. What? So you got the Browns pick. The Rams fucked up for you, and then what else?
And then so okay, wait, hold on, because this was the under. We took the under here. I think I had the Texans. I think I had Texans plus 2.5.
Oh yeah, you took the Texans. Yeah, that's why you were so like that's why you were reacting to that game like, man, nobody won this joint.
Bro, because I'm watching it. I'm like, all right, we fought, like, all right, bet, like, this shit is over. You know what I'm saying? Nico Collins has the football. They at the 20, and he just calls it up. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I'm just like, bro, both these teams are terrible. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That this is the Colts division to win. But so damn, you went 1-2. It should have been 2-1. I mean, bro, that is so crazy. You go from winning the game, like the game should be, y'all should have won that game. I think it was like what? It was less than 40 yards, right? The field goal. It
was a chip shot field goal.
Yeah, it was like, it's a chip shot.
And it was like the crazy thing is they could have blocked the field goal. I still would have won the bet. You just had to just tackle him.
You know what's funny? That shit happened to me recently. Niggas be practicing that shit in Madden, and that he returned it super easy. I had no chance, but it was on an extra point, so he got 2 points because he returned the extra point for 2. But it was a field goal, so that was a touchdown. So yeah, I once again went. Listen, man, I'm sweeping. After this, all I'm doing is crunching numbers, looking at matchups, injury reports, because that shit pissed me off, bro. Because look, the Falcons and the Panthers, egg on my face. I'll take that one. Egg on my face. You know what I mean? That was a goofy ass pick. But I should have been 2-1. That Ram shit was bullshit, man. What was my other one? My last one? I mean, we'll discuss that, tomorrow? We doing that tomorrow? Or we doing that Thursday?
Yeah, maybe Thursday, but we'll see. Maybe tomorrow or Thursday for sure. But we'll see. We'll talk in the morning.
All right, yeah, that's a bet. So, yeah, look out for that, our betting show, and then we'll do the Thursday night preview. I think it's the NFC West playing. I think it's, Seahawks, Cardinals, I think. Yep, Seahawks, Cardinals on Thursday. That should be it's going to be an interesting game. I just off the dribble, I feel like it's either going to be a close, low-scoring game or a surprise, just banger. I think I'm going to take Marvin Harrison's props after he was crying post game about hearing Fred Warner's footsteps.
Yeah, I'll find out tomorrow. I don't know yet. Gotta check and see.
Yeah, I don't know yet either. I'm gonna be peeping the trends and whatnot. Torrey Horton going to be on there. But yeah, like I said, it's probably going to be tomorrow for real. That's going to be a little bit of a shorter one. We had a lot of games to get through, a lot of takes to give. You know what I mean? Week 4 coming up, a lot of interesting matchups. And then, you know how we usually do this shit on Saturday. Probably have some good player product. I think there's 2 teams. Is it multiple teams international? I don't know. We'll see. I'm dragging it. Like and subscribe. Matter of Fact Football YouTube. Come on, man. Like it up with the subs. I know y'all on there on Twitter, but I know y'all got YouTube Premium. I know y'all stay on YouTube too. Go hit the YouTube, man. We'll have some tier list videos coming out soon on some mid-season shit. But yeah, we'll be back for Like, Love, Lock. That's our betting show. Our 3 favorite picks each. And Austin has a better record than me right now, but I'm gonna sweep this one. I'm gonna catch back up.